Hello, one and all. My name is Jerry, and welcome to 3DHP. We are live on YouTube and Twitch on this fine Saturday. We do this each and every week at 12 p.m. Pacific, and we have makers in from all over the world. I can have up to 10 people at a time on screen. We have two gentlemen in the back room. I'll bring them in just a minute, and my dog's getting ready to bark because she wants a cracker. Don't bark at me. And yeah, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I see we got people from here, there, and everywhere. Let me go through the names real quick. Joe Glasgow. Hello. Jexter66. Hello, how you doing? Derek, Delos Logos 3D Printing. This username no exists. Hello. Let's see. Kenny Sims in the back room. Red Light. Hello, how you doing? Scott Johnson, welcome from Nebraska. I lived in a little village called Murdoch, and then that was near Lincoln. I was born in Lincoln, and I moved to Vegas when I was 5, and I've been here forever. Synth 1221. Hello. Jermaine. Let's see. Sergio, HVAC A to Z. Hello. PC Van Lent. Hello. Blasto. Hello, Blasto. Let's see. Matt is in the back room. We'll bring him in just a minute. And Stephen Poole. Hello, everybody. Gary Curtis. Hello. How are you doing? Yep, my name is Jerry, and I figured that'd be kind of funny to do. So, Simon Snow, a channel member. Hello, Simon Snow. How are you doing today? Let's bring in the people in the back room and we'll get going. Hey, guys.
Yeah, it's so lonely in the back room. It's lonely.
Yeah, I had all your snacks, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll stock up the fridge in the green room. I kind of moved my camera just a little bit so you can see the alien better. I'm trying to figure out how to rearrange my hobby room and move my computer and put the alien maybe over here. I don't know. I don't have any space. Trying to figure it out.
Personally, I think where you see on how you make the sign on your screen, around about that area, and have moved all your printers showing.
Yeah, something. I mean, I got that big wall unit there that all the models are sitting on. If I'd sell all the models, and I could take that down. It isn't freestanding; it's bolted to the wall. It's screwed to the wall. So,
it
takes a lot of room. I mean, I could take the alien out of the room and put it in the dining room or somewhere else in the house, but then you can't see it on the screen. So I want to leave it in here somewhere. Just got to figure out where to move it to. So what are you guys been up to? What's going on?
Hold on, my headset just went dead. I don't know why.
I think you kind of know what's going on with me.
You have a broken resin printer that you had a boo-boo and it accidentally overfilled it and it ran everywhere and kind of made a mess. Yeah. Now you have a bad stepper on it.
Look for parts.
Guy the Jedi, hello. How are you doing today? Let me share out a link again. Here's a StreamYard link. If you'd like to drop in, you're welcome to do so. If I know who you are, you're welcome to self-promote, show off your prints. As long as it's hobby related, you're welcome to self-promote.
Hey, guy. Yeah, I've been doing a few things actually. I've been looking on my printers, they're all going. So I'm working.
And you got the ComGrow in the corner running too behind my emblem.
Yeah, I can throw that one off too. There you go. Making a 400 by 400 mil lithophane right now in color. I'm gonna use my hybrid to create a new color. It's huge. Wow. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be one of my
and those brakes on each end, they're just there for supporting it while it's printing.
Yeah.
Hello, Pete. How you doing today?
I also can let them there, so you have a support when you put it in front of the window. But this one is made with a hook on top, so you can actually hang it onto the window and have the sunshine coming through.
You're getting used to the clipper, huh?
Yes, clipper on it. Yeah.
How you like it?
So yeah, it's pretty good. I like the M600 on it. It stops at every layer, and I did a few layer changes. And yeah, I tested it. It's a solid machine. The only thing is the back, the sheet that I have, it is too strong. I literally ripped out the part of my sheet, my here.
Yeah, trying to take Da Vinci off from live stream.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I mean after live stream.
yeah. That's a whole
Yeah.
lot.
So how'd you fix your? Didn't you rip a hole in your sheet?
That's what he's just talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess I need to start wearing my hearing aids again.
The thing is, I should have known. I should have known, and it's my own fault. I believe how you can fix it, or how I fixed it, basically combed it down and put a whole bunch of glue on top. So the glue has like a dry layer on top, so it's perfectly flat again. And I also put everywhere glue all over the bed. So yeah, PVA glue I use.
Patrick with Light Source Engraving has been a member for 3 months. Thank you very much for being a member on YouTube, Patrick.
I wonder how to make 200 noise for printed. I'll just want to finish two in a second. So I'll just finishing these three. I'm working on CMYK colors right now, and I'm using 3 different types of CMYK. So all my machines are going with the same sample, trying to hit the perfect sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone, I call it, for the things to be made. And I have to write it down so I can distribute it to everyone.
And if you guys didn't see it, Patrick with Light Source Engraving is in chat. Got a Q1S, and he got done an unboxing and live stream on his channel last night. So welcome to the bamboo community, Patrick. So very cool.
Yeah, we need to get him initiated. Like send him a big model where he's got all kinds of poop.
Yeah. The camera doesn't do the pictures justice. Because you see like a white page, or actually the camera doesn't work actually. I just put my hand underneath. It's not working, hold on. Roll the camera. Okay. There you go. Yep. The white haze, what you see, it comes from the light. I have to turn down the light a little bit, but that's very hard to do because I don't have. Come on. It's the lamp was too bright, but probably hazing it. Sorry, guys. But that's what I've been working on with CMYK. There you go.
Yeah, Patrick.
Sorry.
Patrick and Bamboo Studio, you can go in. There's videos on it how you do paint different colors on different parts. You have a menu up top. You can pick the tool, and you can paint what exact color you want to be, what part you want, what color.
And make sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. This one here is bamboo, and the other one I can't say right now what it is, but I think they're all very close. Especially these two pictures.
Okay.
A totally different filament.
Okay, Patrick, here's another little tip. Here's another little tip I found out on bamboo when you're printing stuff, especially if it's functional and it's got holes or pins or something like that you want to connect. Inside the Studio app, there is a feature that you can. It's basically like painting, but it's not. It will put a support right in that area. Sometimes it still will to a degree though, but you can control your supports, especially if it's something really crucial.
Paint on supports, you mean? Put them right where you want them?
No, I'm talking about you can paint the block or opposite of support. In other words, you put the mark where you don't want a support.
Okay.
Studio has that feature. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, the video I put out last night or yesterday on the coins, when I used OBS to film my fiber laser, each video was like 2 hours long when I done the coins, and there's 4 of them. Well, when I went into DaVinci Resolve, that's what I edit for all my videos. When I stacked all those on top of each other, when I was editing support blocking, as soon as it got up there to those, when I was trying to render the video, it kept locking up my computer. I spent 2 days and at least 30 or 40 times trying to render the video, and I kept having a faint frame problem, and it wouldn't work. So yesterday morning, I can't figure out how to render this video. I opened up another instance of DaVinci Resolve. I just put in that one clip from OBS. It was 2 hours long. I crunched it down, and then I rendered just each one of those separately. And then once I got all 4 of them done after a couple hours, then I dropped them back in as into DaVinci. I was able to render it. But anyway, one of these days I'll get a nicer computer, something a lot more powerful with an Intel chip, not a Ryzen chip. And
yeah, I went from AMD processors over to the Microsoft ones, and they're way superior, I think.
Hello, Dave Gatton. How you doing today, my friend?
For the money, what you get, of course, it's
Got to interrupt.
Got to
interrupt. Let me interrupt.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick with Light Source Engraving is dropping in. Hey, Patrick. How are you doing today?
How's it going, guys?
There you go.
All right.
Good.
Real good. Congratulations to being a member of the Bamboo Club.
Thank you. I'm happy to be in this club.
Yeah.
So did you play with the other toy last night? With the Galaxy?
Not really.
Oh, you're too busy
Nah.
with the Bamboo?
I was too darn tired.
Yeah, I messed up my order with T-Mobile, but so I'm sending the 23 Plus back and getting the Ultra.
Now, the S22 Ultra, it got updated with the latest One UI and had some of the AI features in it. So I was playing with some of that stuff before the 24 arrived, but I got plenty of time to play with it.
Yeah.
I would hope. But I really want to do a multicolor print on this Bamboo. Are there any pre-made models that you would suggest downloading and trying first? Anyone?
Have you looked at the actual store that Bamboo has?
Make a World?
No, Make a World.
I did. I haven't. I didn't know if you guys had something off the top of your heads. You're like, yeah, this would be cool.
T800. That's 4 colors.
Yeah, I can do 4. It doesn't matter.
And a T800 would be kind of advanced.
Advanced.
Color changes take a really long time, other than they waste a lot of filament, but the end result usually comes out beautiful. It's just that you got to think each layer, it's got to do the solid color, then it comes around where you got a color and it's got to change, purge, come back through that little tiny area, go back, change, purge, come back through that little tiny area. And it's beautiful when you're done. It just takes a long time. And then you burn a lot of filament.
Right.
But there's a million videos out there explaining Bamboo Studio. I do recommend watching a lot of random videos, and you kind of see how people do things. Now you paint different colors on different areas.
Mm-hmm.
And that Maker World and Printable should have a ton of models that are already pre-colored where you just download a model. And if you don't have those exact same colors, you can use what colors you have that might be similar, and it will just come out different.
Yeah.
Have you
that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
On Studio, have you clicked on Prepare and gone through your settings?
I'm sorry, what was that, Kenny?
In Studio, have you clicked on Prepare and gone through your settings to see what you have available? Oh,
not yet.
Man. Oh, man. Jerry, be my guest. You're just kidding. We'll help you. Yeah, just you can start there and you can see where all your settings are.
Is it that different than Cura Slicer or Prusa Slicer?
Oh, it's a lot better. Cura sucks. But yeah, Bamboo Studio or Orca, an upgraded version of it, a fork of it. Most printers are in Bamboo for other companies. Most printers are in there. It's an awesome slicer. I just love the hell out of the slicer. And then a man came along and he made a fork of it, which had a lot more features, called Orca Slicer. A lot of people run Orca. I'm still running Bamboo Studio Slicer. Works great.
Okay. I did not realize Orca was a fork of Bamboo.
Yeah, it's just
I'm not too much fan of Orca.
Yeah, somebody took it and said, well, I can add a lot more features, do this and that. They changed a lot of things. And like I said, Matt said he's used it. I haven't used Orca. A lot of people love it. But Bamboo Studio Slicer in itself is awesome.
I've got to find one difference yet. Of course, I haven't dug that deep, but I have looked a little bit, through the settings, and everything's pretty identical. So where all that difference is, I'm gonna have to pull up a list.
Yeah, I've never tried it. Just seen some videos on it. I haven't had a reason to switch.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what all the hoopla was about.
Hey, Crow Guy's here. Thanks for joining me last night. I appreciate it. And thank you, Jerry and Kenny.
I always try to support everybody. Thumbs up, and I share on my socials. My Facebook page, Facebook group, and Twitter, or X as they call it now.
That was one stupid name. I would never called it X.
Well, it's still Twitter.com. Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
It seems like it's worse than when Prince changed his name several times.
Well, he had to in order to keep producing so he wouldn't get sued.
Yeah, him and my my homie Weird Al, because I did go to school with Weird Al. Yeah, that was one thing with Prince. Like if they're at a award show, Prince wouldn't allow Weird Al to do any of his songs or even look at him.
Edgar 3D Scott is in chat. Congrats, Scott. I seen your video last night. I'm glad that you're back to producing content in the community. Yeah, it's easy, lots to learn. I'm kind of having a brain fart at the moment. There's not a lot of things I can tell you about it because it's not coming to me at the moment. But yeah, you'll love Bamboo Studio. You'll love the printer. The only thing, the X1 Carbon has a fancier 1080p camera for time lapses. That camera's not that great. You can monitor your prints. The screen looks like it came out of a 1980s car, but Big Tree Tech came out with a bigger, nicer screen that can be adapted to it in the future. But since you just got the printer, learn the printer, use it. Don't try to upgrade or change anything. You always want to learn your equipment and then see what you might want to do later on down the road. But if you control everything through your PC or the app, you don't have to worry about the screen.
Yeah, I ordered the hardened steel hot end and gears, but I'm not going to put those on immediately. I want to try it out for what it is, stock, for a while before I do anything like that.
Here's a question for you.
No, I am not. I have a CR10S Pro V2, an Ender 3 V2, and an Anchormake M5C.
And by the way, the easiest way to work on those bamboos, take the top off.
Oh, to work on them? Yeah, of course, take the top off.
Yeah.
Open the door, take off the top. That way you can look down the top, see what your hands are doing.
Some people don't think of that. Trust me. I had to tell somebody one time.
I wish the door opened all the way, which it don't, because you don't want to break and accidentally bump it when it's open, snap it.
Yep.
Is it hard to remove the door?
I don't know. Well, you don't have. There's not a reason to.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Just the screws holding the glass on. That's it.
Yeah, it's not too hard to work on. I mean, you're a lot skinnier than me, so I'm sure your fingers are fine. And
I usually keep my door shut when printing PLA. I've never had an issue. Some people with some filaments, you might have an issue and have a clogging problem. I think Joe Telling did a video on that, putting a spacer so that the top pops up on it. But I've never had trouble whatsoever with the door being shut. Well, actually, I have had some filament before. We had a couple clogs. So I cracked the door open.
I don't think on that particular model, can he print ABS?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
enclosed.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Red Light popping in. Hey, Red Light.
Hey, what's going on?
How's
How
it
are you
going?
today?
Oh, doing the same old, same old. I started printing that alien Jerry at 425%.
Oh, nice.
I got the head, one leg done. I'm printing the body and then a leg on another machine.
Which alien are we talking about?
The one that you gave me?
Okay, you're making a big one of them. Okay.
Yeah,
Got about game body.
yeah.
I
forget how big I made Paul.
I do have one question on the Bamboo. If you have a file that's on your SD card, can you force it to not use AMS spot 1 and use 2 or 3, or does it always default to 1?
If it's pre-sliced by Bamboo, it's probably pre-sliced to go to slot 1.
I didn't know if that was something changeable after the fact or it has to be built into the slice.
If you have 4 colors inside in your AMS unit, you should have 4 slots showing up before you actually go into print. And then you select what color you want. And then press send.
He's talking about a pre-sliced model that's already on the computer, on the printer.
Oh.
Yeah, like the models that came on the SD card.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I never tried them.
They would always be set to slot 1, I would imagine. I can't imagine that it would be set up for a different slot when they made them.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that was something that you could change after the fact, or once it's sliced, it's set. Not from the card. Okay, cool.
You try to catch up on chat.
My pile's gotten smaller, Jerry.
Said you can set it when you start to print.
Patrick, one thing I was going to say about the if you do use ABS eventually, because eventually you might want to.
Hey, Sebastian.
After a while, it will dirty the inside of your printer. You need to clean it out. So ABS is rather dirty, because I had to do a lot of ABS with my rat rag.
I have 1 roll of ABS.
On this, and also that is, of course, oil based or petroleum based. So make sure you got ventilation. Where PLA is usually plant based.
Yep. What I'm interested in trying is ASA.
Yeah, don't have any birds around it.
The ASA?
PLA, PETG, TPU, they're all fine to print, but all other that do release toxin. So you do want to vent it out if you work with those things, you know?
Always Google it and read up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is I have plenty of ventilation here for the lasers, so that won't be an issue.
Yeah. So you're prepared already, so.
So what's new with you, Red Light? What have you been up to?
Just trying to keep up on my scrapping.
I got you on a big screen.
My piles actually went down some. It was way up there, but I'm getting there. I still got about 500 laptops to strip apart, though.
And you extract the gold off of those?
No, I send it to the big founders, let them do it. I just get it ready.
Okay.
Like right here's a motherboard off of a laptop I did earlier, which I'll just take this piece off, the battery, and the board will go to the scrap company.
Yeah, because I've seen you guy on YouTube do computer gold.
No, there's too many chemicals involved. I don't want EPA knocking on my door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like a pain in the butt process.
Yeah, red light guys. If you don't know, he's a professional scrapper. It's what he does for a living. Other than him being at home, he works at a scrapyard.
Yeah, I sat in a crane for about 10 to 12 hours a day. I've been doing this for about 10 years. I think it's going to be last week of April. We'll be coming out to Vegas.
Okay.
I'll let you know. I'll get a hold of you.
All right. They can
We're
come
not-
by and meet the big alien and get your picture taken with him.
We ain't staying no 5 days this time, though. 3 days. We're good to go. 5 days is too many.
Why?
5 days in Vegas is way too many.
Well,
You lose more money in
I
5
don't-
days
We don't
than
really
in 3
gamble.
days.
We go to people watch. We don't really gamble a whole lot.
Yeah, when I was living in Las Vegas, I was not gambling either, and it didn't. It's not nothing what I fancy, doing. I can spend my time better with my money. So
I
rather
gamble
go
maybe-
eating out.
I gamble maybe $20 every couple of years, very rarely. I like playing.
Maybe buy a
casino.
3D printer.
my days are long gone. I even used to work in the casinos, man. Those were fun times.
I seen that one guy's son died though from Pawn Stars.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
About that.
Last week. I
Yeah,
wanted
it's-
to mention it last week on Saturday when I first saw it, but I said, nah, I'm not going to mention it.
That was Corey, his
Yeah.
son.
What happened to him?
He OD'd.
Corey didn't- Corey
Oh,
didn't- the main guy that was on TV. No, it was his other son.
Oh, I thought it was Adam then.
Yeah, it was Adam that died.
I thought Adam and Corey was the same person.
No.
No. I always know the other two guys, Horse and what's his name?
Chumbly?
Yeah. I think so.
You know how
Forgot
much
the
he
names
gets-
was like 20 years ago when I talked to them. Because they used to come into stores where I was working, and they used to buy, especially the older gentleman who used to run the pawn shop.
The old man.
Yeah, he offered me a job to work for them, but I'm like, nah, that's the wrong business to work for me, because I wanted to work with exotic animals, like learn how to take care of them, medication, and all the in and outs what you need to learn with that, and that's how I met those people.
Should have hit up Siegfried and Roy.
That show, like most shows on TV, a lot of it's staged. It's not what it seems to be. It's all
Yeah,
for ratings
Yeah,
to make money.
that's actually a studio that they're filming from.
No, they're
they make-
filming.
No, I read up on it. They have a studio, because it was interfering with business too much. So they actually built a studio of the pawn shop.
Well, the shit TV show looks just like the show or their store does down there. It's not that big.
Yep.
It's real long.
Yeah. I couldn't believe when they said they built a studio of their pawn shop. I'm like, man, then that's deep. And
I heard that
you'll-
they always shut it down when they were taping, but I had to keep out the red rod.
early, yes. Yes. But I mean, of course, then again, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
Hmm.
So I could be wrong. Been wrong before.
Then I seen an ad from the RJ the other day on Facebook talking about the Fontaine Blue, which a lot of people are calling it the Fountain Blue. It's the Fontaine Blue. And some place you had to wait in line like an hour to sit down. I don't know if it was at the sports book or where it was, but they had a special. They had nachos, $24.95. And in the picture, there were 6 nachos, 6 round nachos with something on it with cheese melted on it, with 4 sauces down the middle. They're trying to charge $25 for that. So yeah, that's really going to fly in Las Vegas. $25 for 6 nachos. It's ridiculous.
We had friends come in from Chicago one time, and the lady is a lady me and my sister grew up with. Anyways, her and her husband had martinis, but like that, they were $10 a piece, and it was about that far in the glass. $10 a pop.
No.
I saw Brooks and Dunn at the MGM, and it was actually the Neon Circus, which a bunch of other acts before them. 2 hot dogs, 2 beers, $20.
Hey, is that Lambu program hard to learn?
Bamboo Studio is simple to learn.
Is it free or you gotta
Free.
buy
It's
it?
free. It's free.
I want to get it and mess around with it.
Yeah.
Print something really big.
Yeah, most it's a small build area, but I've done most of my alien on it. Just got to make a lot of pieces, glue it together. Yeah, Bamboo Studio is a great program, and it supports not all printers. There's a lot of printers in there that supports other than Bamboo.
I've got that. I got that 3D Max. It's 420 by 420 by 500.
Uh-huh.
And it actually prints really good. I'm very pleased with it.
Yeah, Stephen, that would be a good choice to start out with. Bamboo has some great products, and you can buy a small A1 would be a good starting point. Don't invest a lot of money in something until you're sure that's what you want to do, but they make great products. I have an X1 carbon. Kenny has an X1 carbon. Patrick down below just got the P1S last night, which is around $700. Then you got to add the AMS to it. It's like another $300 or so.
Oh, I have some news too. This week, I give away 4 printers in my area, in my neighborhood and state.
Well, go win me one, Matt, and then you can send it to me.
My printer name is making me laugh. I'm sending a job to it.
Yeah, I give away 3 G-Techs and 1 Prusa Mini. So
Yeah, I still got my Prusa Mini. It's got the leg kit on it. One of these days, I'll sell it.
no, it's too small for me, the Prusa Mini. I liked it in the beginning, and then I accidentally dropped it and knocked out one of the linear rails, what popped out in front. So I just need the front face plate, and it costs around about £20 to repair it, and it's ready to go. Hardly been used, but this person who I gave it to, he never printed before. That will be a good job for him. I told him here's the website. I give him the little booklet that comes with the printer, so he can go step by step through it and get all the information how to replace the front end, because my wife assembled it, and if she can assemble it, he definitely can do it.
What are you trying to say, Matt?
And well, my wife is pretty talented with putting stuff together.
You look like she's put your other printer together.
PC Van Lid, are you talking about dipping your parts? Because Tripod's Garage has done some of his droids. He's dipped them, if that's what you're talking about. Hydro dipping. Yeah, hydrographics, hydro dipping, yeah. I haven't.
Gary, when you get ready to sell that Prusa, let me know. I'll probably get it from you. I'll pay for the shipping.
Hey, speaking of Prusa, did they reduce their price on the XL? Because I'm looking at it right now, and I thought it
Probably
was like,
one extruder.
No. Because I clicked on 5, and it's only $34.99. I thought, because I know somebody that got one. His name's Dave Wilson. He's been on there before. I think he's got close to 5 in his.
Wow.
It's a little too much money for just a hobby.
Well, I mean, if you can turn around and make money with it,
Yeah, but the Prusa Mini, you have to say it's a good starter printer. I mean, you get good documentation with it, how to repair it, and they have a good group. So
I've got the MK3, but I don't have the Mini.
I just sliced my first print with a bamboo slicer.
Oh no, babe! I don't want a divorce. I love you.
Hey, Jerry, I still use a simplified 3D.
I have it on my computer, but I haven't used it in forever.
I still
Bamboo
use
Studio replaced everything.
It's the only one I use is simplified.
Yeah, that was my sole. That was the only slicer I ever used. I had them all on my computer, but that was the main one I only used forever until Bamboo came along, and Bamboo will support everything that I got. Well, Cheaty has their own slicer, but it has a Bamboo profile in it. So Bamboo's got a profile for it.
Soon, I hope to be upgrading my Ender 3 and putting running Clipper on it on the V2.
Let's see. Prusa came out with new firmware for the Mini, which will speed it up quite a bit. I haven't upgraded mine, but they do have new firmware out because of all the stuff that's going on. Yeah, I think Tripod done a video on it when he was hydro dripping his parts. Check out his channel, Tripod's Garage. But I know he's dipped some of his parts.
I had one failure on the printer, but that was my problem. I left the door open too much in the back, and because I had a friend over, and the room cooled down, and it started peeling on the side.
I had to tell you.
That's your printer running, I'm hearing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to move it so it's not so close to me. I had a failure last night because I forgot to put the build plate in.
Yeah, you almost did that on your live stream, unless you. That's why I said that. Like, he's getting ready to print, or you don't have the build plate in.
Yep.
Yep. Then I did it again. I learned my lesson, so after that time, I won't forget anymore.
Thank you very much for the follow. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that over on Twitch. Hello, hello.
Hi, Jacoco.
Well, it broke my record on Twitch. I did have 666 followers. Now I've got 667. 7 people are subscribed on Twitch. On YouTube, I've got like 5,600 subscribers. And let's see, how many people are watching right now? We've got 28 on YouTube and 7 on Twitch currently watching. And anybody around the world, anywhere Polymaker delivers, after a while, when they weigh 1 roll of filament, they sponsor me each and every week. And you can win that anywhere in the world that they ship to. We'll be doing that giveaway after a bit.
Well, you know what that sound is. I'll mute this so you don't have to listen.
No, it's fine. It's not too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even hear yours.
Yeah, Matt mutes himself a lot, even though I've got him turned down in chat a little bit. But the travel moves on that Congo printer are kind of loud.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay. It's not too loud right now.
Well, it's a monster. 500.
Yeah, that's the higher it gets better because it slows down. That's the higher it gets. And right now, you see what it's doing. It's going side to side on the supports. Because it's making the support, it moves very fast off of it and moves over to the other side of the support. And that's basically when I get this noise every time. So
BLD 0550. Hello, hello.
So, Patrick, what'd you find for a model?
A 2-collar articulated shark.
Okay.
And then I shrunk it down.
You could have made a sword. Yeah, that's what we should have told him. We should have told him the sword. You know, the.
Well, I was thinking maybe I could mount a laser on the shark.
Yeah, shark needs lasers.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the Thingiverse, Fangs, Printables, Cults 3D, Yegi.com, which is a main search engine. In the slicer, they've got a Maker World built in, and then there's Printables, and yeah, there's a million places where you can get files. Cults 3D, yeah. Cults will sell them I was thinking of. Oh,
My mini factory.
Yeah, that's
my
one of my mini factory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find if you download one from Bamboo's Maker World that if it's
There you go.
pre-sliced,
Check
that
this
you
website
end
out,
up going into the
Patrick.
details and messing with stuff?
I've never tried a pre-sliced file. I always get the unsliced version. I do it my way. Thank you very much for the $5. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I really appreciate
Check out
that.
private chat, Patrick.
And I've got a button for that.
Awesome super chat.
Thank you very much.
Printables is a very good website where you can get STLs from. Most of them are very good.
Yeah, those are crucial files.
That lithophane looks awesome, Matt.
The Dragon one or the Atlas litho.
Well, I was looking at the one that the koi and water lilies. The
All
dragon
right,
does
all right.
too.
Yeah, the koi one. If you have CMYK colors, you should be able to do that with your bamboo too. That's only for AMS or bamboo.
That's cool.
Then there's a million people out there that have Patreons, as you know, or they have other sites like Sanix 3D. There's so many different sites where you can buy models that you can't find free in a lot of places. But you're in a 3D printing. It's just you're primarily in lasers, and now you're going to be, since you have this, I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of content on it.
Oops. All right. I did it wrong. I wanted to post a link in this moment in the chat, but it didn't work. I'm on the wrong website.
Patrick, you got a NAS, don't you?
No,
Not yet. You
Not
seem
yet.
like you got. You seem like you got a decent network. Because you got what, 2 or 3 computers down there, and then your kids and probably everybody else upstairs.
Yep.
So yeah, I would get NAS. That way you can store all your laser files and your print files.
I just store everything on Google Drive.
Wow, just 5 more space. Because you can fill that up in no time.
Yeah, I think I pay like $10 a month, and it's the Google Family Plan, so everybody gets with their Google account, Music Unlimited and YouTube Premium.
Is your
And
internet unlimited?
Yeah, I have Starlink.
Oh, Starlink. Satellite, right?
Yeah, I don't have a cable. I don't have a wired option where I'm at. Unless
Better
I'm
than
with
nothing.
Yeah, you're in the sticks, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really not that far out, but it's far enough out that it's considered rural. But I can be.
You got a power pole, don't you? You're not on a generator, right? Yeah.
When I'm working at Sam's, I can be at work in 15 minutes, but yet I'm still considered rural.
Wow.
How far away is your closest neighbor?
15
There's
acres.
one down over the hill, a couple hundred yards.
How many acres are you on?
55.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of land.
That's nice.
I used to have 2.5 acres in Prump. I built a huge garage on, and 2.5 acres is 330 by 330 square, basically. I'm living here in Vegas, which I'm in a community in a cul-de-sac where I got a house right everywhere. The length of my property is the length of my street here in Vegas that I had in Prump Square. But what's bad about that Prump is just dirt. Dirt, nothing fancy and pretty, no trees, nothing beautiful. It's just dirt. So.
Fireworks.
If the laser thing takes off, I'd love to build an insulated pole barn and move off and have an actual workshop instead of this.
Got any animals out there?
Wild or
Coyote.
domesticated?
No, I mean like goats and stuff.
Like what?
Goats and stuff.
Goats.
You know,
We have 2 peacocks right now, and I think there's like 12 sheep.
That's cool. Yeah, my wife's always wanted to raise like when it was really big alpacas. She wanted to do that. I'm like, yeah, well, we don't have the land for that.
And then I also have a few years ago, I just have a little compact tractor, but it has a backhoe. I built like a 10,000 gallon koi pond. So I've got a bunch of, and then they managed to reproduce. So I've got all these koi and goldfish in that pond. So they're fun to look at.
Koi ain't cheap.
Yeah, hybrid, they're not gonna be worth much. Never mix koi and goldfish together because breed together and people will not buy them because they're not like, you can't sell it as a pure breed. Even so,
Right.
you have a koi as it looks like a koi, but it's a goldfish, So
I never planned on selling them. If I was going to do anything with them, I'd give them away if they become overpopulated.
If you got a lot of cool stuff to look at around your property, maybe you could incorporate some of that in your intro. Other than just laser stuff, you could have pictures of this and that around your property and have that in your video. Kind of like what Clack Shack does, where he comes flying in down on his garage.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I could get the drone out and get some footage
that's cool.
and get my shoot house and my shooting range. I've got 2 shooting ranges. I have a rifle range and a pistol range.
Mhm.
Lots of steel.
You do, personally.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, without many acres, you can have almost everything.
Well, yeah, I know, but damn, man, I'm getting jealous now.
Yeah. I can get out to about 300 yards from one spot and 400 from another for rifle range. And then my pistol range is tucked up in the corner of the woods, and I leveled it off and put a backstop up, and I've got tons of steel targets to shoot at.
So you probably watch Heacock, huh? Heacock 45 YouTube channel.
Oh, I haven't watched him for a while. I haven't
he's
watched
pretty
any. I haven't watched any of those channels like that in a while. I don't have time. I feel like I'm so busy trying to work on my channel that I don't get a lot of extra time to watch other ones.
I'm amazed you got a full-time job, you're married, and you have a family, and then you come home and you pop out 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm really amazed.
I'm trying. I feel like I don't do enough.
Well, try harder.
You get older, time.
I'm lucky to get out one every couple of weeks.
You're doing pretty well, sir. You're doing pretty well. With 3 videos a week, that's more than I do.
Wait till you get older, Patrick. Time will go faster and faster.
I'm already older.
Oh, when you retire, then time just goes zoom.
I bet I got you beat by at least 2 decades.
You think?
Hey,
Yeah.
red light on that alien model originally on Gambody, when I purchased that, they had the head
You're
in pieces.
44, aren't you, Patrick?
So I
Or
contacted
45?
Gambody if they could
I
get a hold of
wish.
the designer and print it and design it in one piece. So that's why the head's in one piece now. It used to be in pieces on their site, and I didn't want to print it in pieces and try to putty all the seams. I wanted a one-piece head so I could just blow it up real big. You're muted.
You're not 44 or in your lower 40s.
No.
Wow.
I purchased it, so I got the file.
I hit 50 in September.
Okay, I got you by a decade and a half.
Okay. Close enough.
Rodney Mack, hello. How are you doing today? Anybody out there watching, like to drop in on camera, you're welcome to do so. If I know who you are, here's a link. You can come in
Yeah,
and show us
Sam.
what you've
We
been
know you're
working on.
watching, Sam.
We do frisk you before you come in. We do cavity
Yeah.
searches.
I heard Sam Prentice got hurt. I think Matt said he broke his arm or something. I didn't see that online. I didn't know that. I had no idea. If you're watching, Sam, I hope you get better. Didn't realize you got hurt.
Yeah, he's just pulling a sickie, you know. He doesn't want to do any videos right now. So
Yeah, Patrick, I aligned my lens, and then actually I thought I had the wrong one picked, so I went and done it the second time. Dollar store didn't have any black boards, so I bought the foam board. It's black, and it still worked. And I adjusted it, but then my coin still came out off center, and I don't know why. So I got to figure that out.
What's coming out off center?
My coins are still coming out off center after I adjusted it.
Run a square on your poster board like that again, and then don't move it. Just leave it there on the bed, and then frame it again. And make sure your red light is exactly on that mark that it made. And if it's not, then you need to adjust the offsets in light burn to get your red light exactly on where it's marking. That could be the issue.
Okay.
Hey, what's a good laser to start out with? I don't want to spend less than $500 because I ain't gonna use it all the time. I just want to use it for like engraving on coins and other stuff like that.
$500 ain't gonna engrave coins.
If you're wanting to engrave on coins, I would say you have nothing available in your budget range.
Well, I could go more, but what are you talking, like 4,000 or 5,000?
Probably 3 at the very least.
What's a good brand to get?
What type of engraving on a coin do you want to do? Just on the surface? You want it to look like a $50 where it's embedded, like my video I put out yesterday? What are you looking to do? What kind of engraving?
Yeah, something like that video you put out.
Yeah, that laser is like that fiber laser is like 6,000 to 7,000. There are other companies out there, and that's Patrick's category. He knows anything and everything about fiber lasers.
He's our guru.
So fiber laser is a better one to go with then.
For metal, yes, definitely.
Here's a question for you, Patrick. Why we got your attention? Because I was looking through. I keep forgetting Pascal's company name. How do you say that again?
Haltien.
Yeah. Anyways, because the way it's looking, I'm also going to have a mortgage-free month when I do get my closure. So yeah, I'll have quite a bit of money. Okay. So what I'm getting at is I'm thinking about, and I keep telling Jerry this, I'm thinking about getting a gavel and a bed CO2, because like the other day when I was asking you the difference between a CO2 gavel, well, my CO2 is just going to be a bed, so at least I got that halfway, not necessarily a gavel, because I want my other one to be like what you guys got. But anyways, and I'm noticing the ones I looked at so far, they don't work with light burn, the bed ones. Is that across the board, or do I need to look a little deeper?
They do, most do work with light burn.
The bed ones.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because those aren't too bad. I mean, they're 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah, I would get one with hybrid stepper motors instead of regular steppers. The hybrid steppers, you can go faster, better acceleration, and they're more accurate. And typically, if you get one with hybrid steppers, it's a little better built. And Pascal does sell those. So yeah, you can go through Jerry's affiliate link and do that.
Yeah, I'm trying, because he's already given me certain breaks.
I'm not going to suggest my affiliate link on Jerry's stream.
Unless it's with a different channel, a different company. But it's totally up to you what you choose to do, Kenny.
Yeah, but no, go through Jerry's link for sure.
And if you're talking directly with Pascal and you email him and get a conversation going, mention both of our channels.
I'm going to.
And maybe he can work you a better deal than just knocking $100 off. Depending on what you want to buy, he can probably work you a better deal.
Yep. Tell him you know me, and he'll add $100 on.
Add.
Yeah, he probably will. If not more, depending on what you want to buy.
Yeah. I'm just worried about who's going to help me put it in the shed.
Well, you'd have your wife help you. You get a dolly. Well, you just get a dolly and you wheel it out to your shed. take it apart outside and bring everything in. My unit, because the fiber laser has a fiber optic cord connected to what looks like a big PC box, I moved one, then I moved the other, then I moved one because I couldn't move both of them at once.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that one. I'm worried about the bed.
It's like I did have my first successful collar change. Yay.
And my shed door, just so you know, it's since it's a tough shed, yeah, my shed doors are really wide, so no problem.
You can rent a pallet jack. I had a couple I sold a couple years ago, but if you need to, rent a pallet jack and roll it out back.
That's true.
Or go to Harbor Freight, get some moving dollies. They're not expensive. Put a couple moving dollies under it.
Yeah, I have 2 of those. Yeah, piano
then
dollies.
if you have grass, put down a sheet of plywood or 2 sheets, roll it onto one, and then leapfrog it to get it to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Who just left?
I gotta get
Red
the
light.
order.
Oh,
I used a couple leftover 4x6s and some 2x4s and built a little platform for my concrete, and then put the big wheels on the bottom so it's easy to move around. Just big caster wheels.
Crow guy, you see this
Air
on the
filled,
bamboo?
it's easy to move around.
This area, I have my poop bucket right there. It's basically an IKEA stand.
He's talking about Patrick having a poop bucket behind his printer. I use an Amazon box. That way, when it purges, it drops into a little box or something.
Yeah, mine goes right through the work. Mine goes right through the workbench like his.
CO2 lasers do acrylic. I don't know that any fiber laser can cut clear. Can it, Patrick?
No. It does great on black acrylic for marking. Leave a nice white mark, or you can leave it brown or gray. You can get different shades, but as far as cutting, not really.
No, I don't use suit for it.
Clear acrylic is no.
And then diode lasers will cut or engrave colored acrylic, but not clear.
Now, with cast acrylic and the fiber laser, when that beam penetrates into the acrylic, it will cause bubbles to form, and you can get a cool crackled look with little brown bubbles in the acrylic. So you can get some marking out of it and make it look pretty cool, but it's going to be a specific use case scenario if you want that particular look.
No, I don't use Huge Forge. This is all done with Luban. Just check out luban3d.com or just punch in Luban, make it big.
Isn't somebody featured on there? Isn't somebody featured on there?
I know.
Somebody we know, yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I got a picture of that. Let me find it.
I'm surprised you haven't shared it 3 times.
I really want to print a toilet and just use some double-sided tape and stick it to the back of the thing. So it actually looks like it's pooping into the toilet.
Yeah, Jerry's made it big time on Luban.
Well, just temporarily. I done something they liked. They featured my picture on their page. Let me find it.
Yeah.
I was on there not too long ago. I was at least, I think, featured 3 or 4 times already on there, maybe even more. Because sometimes I don't even recognize, and somebody say, "Oh, I saw you on the main page of Luban," and I'm like, "Really? When?" "Oh, today." And I'm like, "Oh."
I might
find out myself.
I might have to break down and buy a license for it.
Yeah, license get more expensive now.
I know. I know.
A month's license is £20, $20 US, and a year license is 100. And the good thing with Luban is if you don't use it for a while, you build it up. So after 5 years, you have a permanent license, and you can also then apply for a USB license.
I think like 5. Is it 5? Matt?
Yeah, I don't remember what the license cost. They have different types of licenses, and you can trial period. You can try it out.
Yeah.
But I'm past the trial period.
You save around about £100 if you buy the £500 version.
It's just that's the one that has the best cutter. That you can adjust, and it's got all kinds of settings in there for cutting.
And
No,
of
the other ones
course,
are just the other ones are
Lithuania.
just so damn big, you know.
CMYK, like what I'm doing right now with mine, these are all CMYK colors. These are 100% filament printed. As you can see, hold on. You can see all the colors. Sometimes
There's a
you
lot of
can hold it
programs
on
out.
the side here. You can see the colors bleeding through. So
Yeah, there's a lot of programs out there that are too expensive.
yeah,
But I
actually
understand.
this one and this one are very close to each other. Hold on, let me put it up like this. Good look. Except the colors are a little bit off, but I believe I can enhance those colors and make it the same as this one.
No worries, Red Light. Thank you for coming on.
So this one is bamboo, and the other ones I can't say right now what brands they are, but I work right now with 3 different brands of CMYK. So I can show off my work, but you know, I can't say anything from what company yet. I'm very excited about it because Luben just bring out past 2 weeks CMYK program out, and I've been using it, and I've been using the other one lithomaker.com too, but I prefer the Luben one because I have more functions on it, and I can Luben. You can put any CMYK color in. So far as I can tell, we're still experimenting with certain things. But like I said, between those 2 pictures that are pointed out, I should be able to get the same color out by raising the color, the CT thickness of it. We call it CT, the color thickness. So, yeah, and I should get it more red than the same as this one. And I believe I have to upgrade 0.8 or almost a 1 point to get the same color. The good thing, what I like about it is you can take any CMYK colors what out there from companies, and you should be able to adjust the colors to have matching colors to bamboo or other companies, you know, what have CMYK color. All right, sorry, I keep babbling on.
You're all right.
Yeah. That's all what I do talk about. People complain about that I talk too much about little things. And I'm like, okay.
Do you have a P1S or your all yours are P1Ps?
Yeah, I have P1S and 2 P1Ps. Yeah, I like them. There's so much time saver.
I don't know that.
Alexa, cancel. Alexa was going off. So they save a lot of time. They're 3 times faster than my old printers. And of course, with my old printers, I couldn't do even M600 to do color changes. I had to eyeball it every time.
Patrick,
Yes.
the 2 base plates I chucked, well, you know what was wrong with the first one. The second file, I don't know why. When I dropped it in bamboo, it gave me some kind of an error on the screen, and I accepted the error, and then it wanted to have supports put around each one of those little dowels where the one part snaps on the other. So I went ahead and printed them, but then when I popped them off, it's like, where are the holes at? So I don't know what the hell happened. I got to try to reprint it. When I dropped it in the slicer, the holes were there. But when I printed it, they weren't there. So I don't know what happened. I got to figure it out and reprint it. So I have all the other parts here to put it together. I just got to get the base plate.
Everything's that's good. Everything's ready.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why bamboo had an error with me dropping that file in.
Okay, we got enough nerds, enough everything. I got a question because I just heard Matt say the
Hey, Dusty.
You know who I'm talking about. Your smart device, put it that way. Because I got one right behind it. I don't want her to respond. Does it take you more than one time to give it a command? Because I run into that all the time.
Yeah, please, if you like what I'm doing, please promote me. Tell this to people what I do and send them over my way. I have a group that
Matt,
they can join. Yeah.
I'm talking about your smart device. Because you told her to shut up a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Alexa,
I'm saying what I'm getting at is, and I know Jerry, I think, has got one too. Does it take you more than one try sometimes to give it a command?
Once in a while in the living room, I have a box that'll turn the TV on and off. She doesn't hear me, so I have to repeat myself. Usually, the first time she hears me fine.
Alexa, turn Jerry's lights off.
She's not hooked up on any of my lights. Maker Viking, hello. How are you doing today?
Alexa, cancel.
Hello, Thomas. Alexa, stop.
Sorry, Jerry. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I had to do it.
Oh man, that's because you just got speakers. You didn't have a headset.
The one behind me, I have the tower. You know, the big one that can play music fairly well. And then in the living room, I got a box that controls the TV. And then in the bedrooms, I got the little tiny puck thing.
Yeah, mine's built into that sound bar. It comes built in.
Okay. And you can call it Alexa or computer. That's your two options.
You used to be able to say dot too.
I
probably
call it
changed
dumb
it.
technology.
All right, I thought I'd get some work done while I was sitting here. So I'm running some water bottles with CO2 galvo. Knocking off some powder too.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a couple of those fans next week when I get money. I get paid Thursday. I'll have some money to get groceries and stuff.
They're handy little guys.
Mm. My wife wants to play around with the laser.
I can't wait to get mine. I mean, I like my Raleigh, but you know, I want to go a little bit more powerful.
I don't know what I should.
You guys see the site on the the post on the Raleigh site where that guy torched his, and he was trying to do I think 3/4 inch wood.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, it's on there, and Leo is even going to send him another one, and he even admitted, you know, I mean, he owned up to it that he stepped away for a minute, and it must have stuck or something. But yeah, I mean, it torched. I mean, his
Patrick, question here.
Yeah, those are just the USB fans that AC Infinity makes. Those are the 80 millimeter.
No, Luis, I did not forget your name. You know, I call you my wife. Everybody knows you that you're my wife.
I had to run this a second time because whenever I hit start, it wasn't fully ready to power on. That's good. Just missed 2 layers. There's a delay from the time you turn the laser on to when it will respond to commands, and I didn't wait long enough.
Was that little table you're talking about? That's really cheap. The little scissor table.
Yeah, it was like $15.
Yeah, I used to have one of those on my K40.
I just use it.
You get that on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just use it to elevate the fan.
Oh no, she's coming.
It blows the air across the bottle, right into the fume extractor.
That's another thing I'm gonna have to get. Because I don't think this one's powerful enough. The one I got over here. Plus the bed is going to be on the opposite end, so I'm probably going to have it on its own fan.
Hey, Derek.
Or own exhaust system, I should say.
So, Derek, did you ever get any pictures from the man you made the big giant Hulk for when he got it all set up? Did you ever get any pictures of that, or does the man not have it all set up in his shrubbery yet. This Derek printed a Hulk, guys. I'm sure he's seen it. It was a lot bigger than my alien.
Yes, I saw that. The thing's huge.
I think he said he used like 50 rolls of filament or something. I used 35 on the alien.
It's ready for a huge Hawk smash.
Yeah, you did had a few misprints, so
Okay. It's 8'7", he says. Yep. All right.
That's huge.
How much does it weigh?
A lot.
He probably weighed it as he was building it.
I'm sure.
I weighed mine in boxes before I glued the different sections together. I stood on a scale, wrote down my weight, and then I picked the box up, and then just deducted the difference.
CO2 Galvo is by far the best laser for water bottles and tumblers for powder coat removal. Does a great job and doesn't mark the metal.
So the fiber doesn't do as well?
It's more tinkering with your settings to make sure that you don't accidentally mark the metal.
Okay.
But a fiber with a 300 lens and defocus a little bit and run a wide line spacing, it'll do a great job. Just you have to tweak the settings for the different colors because the like reds and blues tend to absorb the light more, or black, or reflect it more, where black will absorb it. So black's the easiest to do and red's the most difficult.
Defocus like 5-10 millimeters, that much up? I think. Just guessing.
Typically, yeah, with a 300 lens in somewhere in that range.
Okay.
I bet you got a nice assortment of lenses.
Yeah, I hate buying tumblers for like $10 a piece, and then I trash them doing tests on it. And I think who was it? I think it was Jeremy that mentioned to spray paint over them, and then you can retest on them. I've never tried that, but I do have a few tumblers I need to repaint.
That was probably me that said that. That's what I always do.
Yeah, there's some powder paint you can probably get.
question: when it does this laser, the square thing, what goes around in a circle, in a square? I mean, is it actually hot now? So would you be able to put your hands right now there and not getting burned?
Yeah, that's just the regular red light.
All right. Just
framing.
yeah, don't do it. I was curious. So
Well,
Now,
because I have dogs. Go ahead.
Oh, a fiber would sting a little bit if you put your hand under it. You put your hand under a CO2 Galvo, it CO2 works great on organic materials, which that's what your skin is, and it will burn. It will hurt.
What about for tattoo removal? I got one that I regret.
Try it with a fiber laser.
No, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I know they have medical ones for that. Yeah, but they do have medical grade lasers that do that.
When I was a kid, I got a dragon put on my left arm. I kind of looked like a turkey. It was done with a homemade gun, chopstick, needles, ballpoint pen, little electric motor. Years later, working construction, I had a guy who did a lot of tattoo work, and I had a dragon put over top of it to cover it up. Hello, Jack. Jack in the shop is in the chat. Hello, how you doing, my friend?
hey,
How's it going, Jack?
I can't believe that smokes so much.
CO2 Galvo. Just where it's burning that powder coat off.
wow.
I hate the smell of
And then
burning powder coat.
One coin where I did the Predator and another image where it burned through. I actually liked that because I could actually make a necklace out of that where it burned all the way through the coin because I went too deep on the other side.
What power are you at, Patrick?
I don't
Jack.
know.
What?
It's a 30 watt, 70% power.
Okay, so here's a question. So, I mean, we already know I'm going to get a bed. So, my bed's probably going to be more powerful because I'm going to, on the other one, I'm going to probably go with a on the fiber, I'm probably gonna go with 100. If I get 100, why will so basically if I want to go down to like 50 watts, I just split for 50%. But then again, Rich always says that a 10 or a 20 doesn't equal double. So I mean, where do you draw the line? I mean, how do you understand, the power ranges?
There's a shark.
Huh?
There's a shark.
Oh.
The dual
Power
color shark
Plus,
with laser beams. Well, no laser beams yet. I'll have to add some.
so did I kind of word that
So-
question wrong?
Are you talking about a CO2?
Well, okay, like the fiber, if I get a 100-watt fiber, and the reason I explained that a long time ago was, just a one-time shot on this, financing. So I can't continue to buy. So I want to get 100, so it won't be limited to anything later down the line. Will I be able to go down to like 50 watts with that and really be like a 50-watt machine, or will it just still be overkill?
No, you can cut your power down.
I mean, really manageable, or do you got to do some like weird laser science?
I have 120 watt back there. I've been doing delicate stuff with. Just drop the power and basically, like for my coins. Well, this for example. Here's a brass
Nice.
pendant.
That's neat.
So that
Which
was
is shaped like a coffin. I think a
Yep.
coffin, not a headstone.
Yep, like a coffin. So I ran that at 10,000 millimeters per second with the 120 watt and at 80% power. So you just compensate by dropping your power and running faster.
Speed. Yeah. Okay.
Usually depends what we're talking about. A fiber laser, diode laser, depends what you're talking about. CO2
Yeah.
laser.
Yeah. Well, that question I told him was for the 100-watt. The bed, I'm probably not going to go any higher than a 60, 80. I don't know. We'll see.
And to go from diode to fiber, there's a million things to learn on fiber. There's a lot of science there.
Well, I know.
I'm still trying to figure things out.
Oh, and here's another question on the licensing on a Galvo license. So do you got to renew that every year too, or is that one time with your regular subscription to Lightburn?
You renew each.
Ow. So,
But it would be a reduced price, just like it is for
Yeah,
Lightburn.
they dropped the price. Yeah, exactly, Jared.
all right.
Somebody asked a question. What did they ask? What laser was I using? CO2 Galvo, 30 watt CO2 Galvo. That one right there.
Is that your first one?
First, what?
First Galvo.
No. The first Galvo laser I had is gone. A friend bought it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep using it without updates unless they came out with some new feature that you really got to have.
Yeah.
The first
And then you
laser
would
that I
update
had
that feature.
was an Ortor LaserMaster 2.
Yeah, I had the Otur 3. Then I had an X-Tool 10 watt. And then I had like 5 or 6 other different diode lasers that were all 5 watts. And then I got the Raleigh 10 and then a Raleigh 10/20. And up to this point for diode lasers, Raleigh's been my favorite laser.
I ended up with the JPT 50 watt after the Ortor LaserMaster. So I went from a diode to a fiber.
Let me interrupt real quick. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
Sergio is dropping in.
Hey
Sergio,
everyone,
hello.
how's it going?
Hey,
Doing well.
Sergio, how you doing?
Just came back from my daughter's house a little while ago. Had to run up there and install a camera in her car so she can watch the baby from, you know how you have to turn the baby around, so in the carrier, and so she couldn't see the baby. So she went and got this setup, and I went and installed it for her. So now she can, from the front, she can actually keep an eye on the baby.
Hello, channel member Roger Brown. How are you doing today? Go ahead, Patrick, real quick. I interrupted Patrick when I brought on Sergio.
I don't even know what I was saying.
I got a question for you, Patrick.
Sure.
I can't figure out how on the Rolly, when I do a material test, everything comes out nice. But when I'm doing it on my fiber laser, all the lettering is backwards. I don't know if you can see that. It won't focus. There we go.
It's backwards?
Yeah, it's backwards. The lettering is backwards. Even the numbers, everything. Like, you look at power.
Yeah.
So, hold on. You know
Yep,
what?
I see
The camera is showing it right.
No, I can see it. It's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards. Where do I fix that?
It should be in your device settings.
I went into device settings and I couldn't find anything that would do it, but I'll go through it again. As a matter of fact, I'll go through while you guys are talking. I'm going to go through it real quick.
It should be under. There's a button that says reverse direction.
I think I tried. Did I?
Can you share this? Can you share that screen so we can see it or no?
Because it should be on. Looks like your x-axis looks reversed. So tick that box on your x-axis and see if that fixes it.
Okay. I can't show it because I got the fiber running on a separate computer until I move it. As a matter of fact, because I'm not going to be doing any more testing until I set up the extractor on the fiber, because yesterday when I was doing some testing and on this particular coated aluminum, when I opened the door, I got a whiff that I didn't like. You know,
Right.
it's that, yeah. So
Yep.
we don't want to be smelling that.
No,
Well, you had trouble connecting your fiber with Lightburn. What was the issue?
When you first start up Lightburn, you have to tell it that you're using a fiber laser.
Yes, you got to pick it.
Yeah, and load EasyCAD, and yeah, that was it. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and everything was good.
Sergio, which fiber did you get?
It's a 20 watt. Hold on.
Yeah, Galvo 2, the x-axis.
EM
one
Smart.
You said is your X.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out now. It's an EM Smart 20 watt.
Okay.
Let's see. Where are you? Come on. There we go. Turn the fiber laser on. Start the computer. While this
Put my
thing
glasses
boots up,
on and inspect this shark.
I'm getting ready to do those hearts, the clock hearts for Valentine's.
Okay.
So I got my wood already painted. The red one, the red sheets are drying right now. So tomorrow I'm gonna let them sit overnight, and then tomorrow do those the clocks.
I got a question. What about mirror across line? That might reverse something, wouldn't it?
We're gonna
Under a range, mirror across line.
mirror across line.
That wouldn't do anything.
That wouldn't. Sergio, he said it wouldn't. The guru said it wouldn't.
What?
The guru. That's what I call Patrick now. When it comes
Oh
to
yeah,
laser,
yeah.
he's our guru.
So is it under gears or the wrench?
That
The
setting I
wrench.
just mentioned was under range.
No, yeah, you don't want that one. Go under the wrench.
Under the wrench.
Lower left-hand side under Galvo 2, there should be a check the reverse button.
Enable play. Reverse the. Okay, I have it reversed. Okay, maybe that's why. So
Okay.
let me untick it,
Untick it. There you go.
and
should do it.
I'll try it again.
When you preview it, it should be the right direction. Does it show? I'm wondering
No.
if it shows smeared.
That's the thing. When I was previewing it, I could see it. Okay.
Yeah, it'll still show it the right direction in preview.
All right. Let's do a material test.
Say the correct direction instead of right versus left.
So just so we can, because I don't have mine on right now. That was where under device. Patrick, I got mine up.
Yeah, device on the left-hand side, on the bottom, Galvo 2.
Of course, I don't have Galvo.
Let's see.
So what am I looking at? I'll wait till I get it.
Just happen to see the question in a nutshell. What's the main difference between laser types? The wavelength of the laser is the main difference, and that determines how well each laser type works on different material. So there's some overlaps in materials and between lasers, but one might be better suited than another.
Talking about right here is where he was talking about.
Yeah. Yep. The reverse direction.
Yeah, it's burning now, so I'll
So
see.
he unchecked that, so that should fix it. I don't know. I've never been called a guru. I don't think I can live up to that level of expectation.
Heck yes. Heck yes.
You
Heck
know a lot more than I do, I can tell you
yeah,
that.
I mean, come on, dude. Yes, Patrick, you are. As far as our little our
There we
group
go.
here.
Patrick knows lasers like I know 3D printing, basically. Probably more, but kind of if that's kind of a similarity.
And I have one of basically every type, and I try to get to know those
Hey,
as much
Jeremy.
as possible. I just
you
got a
gonna
new
get-
two.
That was it.
Awesome.
Patrick, when you got to get a resin?
Thank you.
A resin.
Yeah.
I'm not in any hurry for one.
Yeah.
I don't think
I've
he
got
has.
a 2,000 watt 4-in-1 laser cleaner welder cutter / weld cleaner that I've got to learn over here.
Wow.
This beast is a 2,000 watt. This should be fun.
Wow.
I'll show you that on camera.
Holy hell.
Oh, it's already turned on.
Oh, yeah. Phil. There we go.
Is your wife interested in anything that you do, Patrick? Is there anything that interests her that she wants to learn about?
Not really.
Tripod. Hello. How you doing, buddy?
Unfortunately, no.
Tripod's another one. I like the colors the color mixture that I get with the Rolly. Man, there's some. I don't know if you. Oh,
There's the
That's his
2,000 watt.
Ghostbuster rig. His Ghostbuster
Yeah,
rig
it
right
is.
there.
The beast is heavy, especially when you fill it up with water from the liquid.
yeah. At 8 pounds a gallon, 8.5 pounds a gallon of water. Yep.
So you said it's a cutter. So is that a
It's,
plasma?
No, it's the 1,000 watt Raycus fiber laser. 2,000 watt Raycus fiber laser.
That's gotta be expensive.
Yeah, I think those things run about like 9-10 grand.
Wow. What do you plan on cutting on working with that?
Well, I've got some metal there laying on the floor. Let's see. I've been playing around with, cleaning and doing different things.
Wow.
I've got more testing to do.
Didn't somebody in chat earlier, if you're still here, have a question for Tripod about hydro dipping? Because Tripod has done a lot of hydro dipping with his droids that he's done. There was somebody in chat earlier, Tripod, was wondering about it.
Basically, I want to learn how to weld with them. That's the biggest thing.
I got a wire feed welder in the garage. I sold my arc welder I used to have, so I didn't use it much.
Yeah, I've got a wire feed welder. Haven't used it yet. Somebody gave it to me about 6 months ago.
You can hook shielding gas up to this thing, and it came with a dual feed, dual wire feed box. So it'll feed 2 spools of wire into out to the tip, and you can do dual feed welding with it. It'll do steel, aluminum, everything.
I got
watts. I hope so.
I used to have a Lincoln 220 watt, which I didn't like, that had argon gas. The only problem was it wasn't mobile because it was 220. So I wanted to get something that would do anything I would ever want to do up to like an inch thick. And yeah, I shouldn't have bought it. So now I got something a lot simpler without argon.
That one's 220. To take it mobile, I'd need a 220 generator to run it.
Yeah, I've got a 100-foot cord in the garage that'll handle the 220, but you can't take it just wherever you want to fix something or do a side job. So I bought a 110.
I kind of miss welding. I just don't miss getting burnt.
Yep. Slag everywhere. Yep, it happens.
What? I know. I went to welding school in Downey, California. I also had metal shop in school. I just didn't pursue it long enough.
I've tried. I believe Tripod did at least one, if not more, videos on hydro dipping on his channel.
But this thing, after you make your bead, you can change the tip and go back over your bead, and it's supposed to clean it and clean the slag off. Make it nice and pretty. I mean, my welds, I don't think you could do anything to make them pretty, but I'll practice and we'll see.
I used to have oxyacetylene tanks, and I got rid of them too. I just wasn't using them much. But I'm the kind of person, if you know me in real life, I buy and sell a lot. At least I used to.
You'll see me at Broad Acres on the weekend.
Yeah, I used to like going out there.
Yeah, back in the day. Ice cold beer.
Well, they even sell cars out there now. They got everything out there.
I haven't been out there in about a decade, probably 15 years.
Pecos and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yep. Came out to the car one time and they're trying to steal my car stereo. It was still on there. It was hanging off of one screw.
I'll have to go look at it. I don't remember.
I was about 21 when I caught this guy trying to steal my radio in the car. Well, I turned the corner, and he was the car was parked on this side of the street, and I turned the corner and saw him. He was on his knees underneath, right? So I froze and I said, "Shit!" and I ran back. Excuse me. Ran back to my hallway. We keep a bat there, right? Came back, saw he was still there, wasn't looking back. Walked up to him, hit him one time in the back. He went like this. He went, oh! Stood straight up, never turned around. Never turned around, just kept walking down the street.
I bet that hurt like hell.
That was the one time I caught somebody breaking into my stuff. If I ever caught like the ones who hit me up for over $9,000 in tools, man.
Ooh,
TC Van Lit, where do you have it posted? Is it on my Discord? I'm looking at pictures here on my channel. I don't see it. Where's it posted at? Unless you have a different username.
Planes everywhere.
Sergio, you got one of those eye cameras, right?
Which camera are you talking about?
God, what do you call them? That's
Oz bought a track shoe. It moves around and tracks you.
Oh, yeah. Is it tracking me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I have one, but I have the feature turned off.
Yeah, I'm going to freeze that. Because if I walk all the way back there, it loses me. And then it stays there. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn it off and turn it back on because and this happens sometimes when I hadn't turned it on in a while. It says the device is still sleeping, but it's not.
Yeah, mine is the Instant 360 link.
Hey Jerry, all that Polymaker filament that you received, was it on cardboard spools? And did you have it with cardboard?
Everything they sell is on cardboard. I've never had trouble with cardboard spools on my printer. Some people says it leaves dust in the printer, but I've never had issues printing with it on the spools.
Okay.
Yeah, PC Van Led is talking about this post right here. Finished a nice project for my neighbor today. Involved 3D printing, woodworking, CAD design, electronics. Had a blast. The video contains music. Just a word of warning. I'm looking at the different pictures here. Miniatures. It looks like a fireplace, countertop. Very nice. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and the only, the real Sam Prentice.
Wow, there you go. Jeez.
How's it
Whoa.
going? So, what's this rumor that Matt German tells me you broke your arm or something?
No. I didn't quite break my arm. That was I've ruptured a bicep. So that's fun. That's nice. That's interesting. So yeah, no, well, kind of, yeah, kind of. Well, here's the theory, right? So I've been doing a load of stuff in this room, as you can clearly see, and as you might already know, I go to the gym, or did go to the gym 5 nights a week, and I do a lot of kettlebell training, so I know what I can lift. So the TV that I've got in this room that you can't see, which is just over here, is 85-inch and 65 kilos. And I was like, I can definitely lift 65 kilos. But what I didn't anticipate is lifting and then trying to put it on the wall. They're two very different things. So as I did that, I hyperextended my arm and basically tore a muscle. So I didn't think anything of it, wrapped it up, and called a buddy of mine over. We put it on the wall. And a week later, it was still hurting. So a few people were like, you better go and get that seen to. So the doctors were kind of running around. You need to get an MRI. You need to get a scan. You need to do this. You need to do that. So we've done all that. And I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen next. It's been a bit of a crazy couple of weeks, that's for sure. So, yeah.
I tore a muscle up here, my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
And had the MRI done, took it to the doctor. The doctor said, look, you can do surgery, or he says, do this on the wall, put your hand on the wall as high as you can, and keep doing that. Go to another direction, blah, blah, blah. Do this every day for so many minutes, and it'll probably heal itself.
I think we have the same doctor. Is it Dr. Miyagi?
Yeah. Wax on, wax off.
I'm telling you, I didn't have the surgery, so
Yeah, they don't want me to do the surgery. That's the whole thing. Yeah, so it's a I don't know. You know, I didn't think that much of it. It hurts like hell. I'm not gonna lie, but it goes from here to here, and it's really put really just messed me up because it's you know, it's not just one little thing. It's like lifting anything, carrying my son, driving, anything that requires the use of that arm is yeah, it's been a pain, but you know, it is what it is. Lessons learned. Don't do that again. But I did put all up this lighting with my good working arm, so you know, it's we jogged on with it in any case. But yeah, Matt was making up vicious rumors about me from what I've understood. So thanks for that, Matt.
Zachary, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Looking for my shorts, as you can see.
he's,
I'm
Looking for
Sorry,
your shorts?
what are you wearing now?
I mean YouTube shorts.
Oh, I see. I see.
No, I'm just having my jeans on. It's too cold for shorts. But are you wearing shorts, Sam?
Not at this precise moment in time. I'm actually
He's probably not
from the
wearing
waist
anything
down, I'm
under
completely
there.
naked.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know. We don't want to know.
Okay.
That lighting was
asked.
pretty
You did ask.
amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Tell us about the lighting, or is that a video?
Not really. So basically, what happened is I thought it would be really cool to have these lights are kind of used in like automotive detailing shops and stuff. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I had that on my entire ceiling? And it was going to cost £700. And here's a little story here on Michael Laws. So it was going to £700 in the UK, and I thought, you know what, I might just go on YouTube and just see if anybody else has done this. And lo and behold, right, and it wasn't his original idea, but Michael Laws indeed has similar lighting like this in his garage, right? Because it's
Nice.
American garage. So I reached out to him and I went, #Simpsons did it. I'm looking at getting this thing. What's your thoughts? And by the time he got back to me, I'd already ordered them. But we went from £700, which is like, I don't know, maybe 900 US, down to £220. So, which I guess is like 250 US for this entire 5 meters by 4 in this room. So they're LEDs, they click together. It's in this kind of like, it's a bit like being in a giant's bee's nest. Insanely bright, but this room has always been very kind of dingy and dark. And as you might remember, I had like a fairground lighting thing up there before. They are Alexa controlled, but I don't have any Alexas in this room. Thank you, Matt. Just before you start chirping on about Alexa do this, Alexa do that. Alexa,
So
order
you
me
were
100
watching.
sausages. I was watching. Yeah, I heard you calling my name. Yeah, so that's cool, and they're light and easy to kind of manage and stuff. And I've got some more stuff going on the wall. They're making me some other different colors and stuff to go on the walls up here and stuff. They're not addressable.
You printed all those.
I printed all what? Sorry, the lights? No, they're ordered from China. So I ordered them from China. They were £220 for the entire wall thing. Like I say, it was either going to be 700 quid or it was going to be 200 quid and a bit of a punt from China. And watching, I briefly flicked through Michael from Teaching Tech's video. I don't watch a lot of his videos because he's always taking the mickey out of me. But in any case, we found a common ground with the people that he used and I used. So yeah, there you go, easy, super easy. But they're not addressable. It would be really good. They're not RGB. They're just plain white because I wanted that for this particular room. That might be a video later on down the line. But I have some. These are my house printers. These are the ones that I typically kind of use the most. Yeah, the idea will be reviewing here, and then whatever then I'm not then using in the house lineup will then go to my work. So. Yeah.
Is this the same room as a few weeks before?
Yes.
No.
Back in the day,
You moved house.
It's Star Wars room where you had the backdrop, Star Wars, everything.
I did, yeah. It's that, and I'm using the DJI Osmo 3 camera in this shot at the minute. My actual camera. I'm filming some stuff at the minute. I'm doing giant Lego at the moment. You can't really see, but it's on the floor. I don't know if you can. Can you see that?
No,
No.
no. Your name tag is in there.
Oh, look at that ceiling. I like that.
Yeah, it's very bright.
Oh, cool.
So
Tonka truck.
giant
Looks like a
Lego.
Tonka truck. Well,
Yeah.
Isn't that Meccano? No.
No,
He said Lego.
Lego Technic.
I know.
That's
Lego
the little one.
Technic.
That's the little one.
nice. I had one as a kid, made of metal.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different things going on. I've got. You might just be able to see this one here. That's going to be a pretty big video. I think that thing coming out soon. So looking forward to that. And then of course,
Is that a window back in the very back? Is that a window outside there? Or?
it is. Yeah, it's a window to all the screaming fans that aren't going to be outside the window, knocking on the windows and stuff. Yeah. So it's all good. And then I had an MGF print come in from PCBWay. That is just insane, and really pleased with that. Really interesting way that they kind of print that. So we've got some stuff being built. I've got a new robot being built now. We've got all sorts going on. We've got a new Def Racer.
Do you ever use the window for anything? Do you ever look out the window or ever use it for anything?
Not really. The original idea, the reason I got the big TV was to go and fill that space, and the idea would have been to build a fake window there, and then be like, "Hey, look where I am," that kind of thing. But
I would paint 2 sheets of plywood and hang over it, and then you can have more space to put stuff on the wall.
to be honest with you, there might be another load of this racking going along that side. You can't see the other side yet, but that's going to be all filaments and stuff. But the idea of this room is to basically film in here the majority of the time. The space that I'm using.
Thank you for the call, Tony.
The space that I'm using elsewhere is still there, but it's just not that practical to have everything going on. So I'm going to use that for the farm. So the other bamboos and stuff that I'm not using here are going to be there. And yeah, I'll basically be printing there and bringing stuff back. That's basically how it's going to work.
Nice.
So there.
Let me.
Do you want to see the MGF print? Can I show you that?
Sure. I was looking for my mouse so I can make the screen smaller.
This is the.
Sam,
hello.
did you get your Comgro already? T500?
No, I didn't. They keep trying to fob me off with giving me a T300, and I was like, that's no good for me. And I'm kind of a little bit bored of the situation. And now they've become full-grown Soval. I'm really disinterested with working with them at all, actually, to be quite honest with you. I didn't rate Soval, fell out with them in quite a big way. So I've got no interest in that whole situation, to be honest with you. But Elegoo have got a very large printer called the, what's it called? The Orange Storm Giga. So watch this space. Let's just put it that way. If you want a big printer, that's a colossal thing. So anyway, this is MGF. So this is multi-jet fusion printing. And it feels insane. It's basically a A12 nylon that is processed. It's been processed in China. This is about $1,200 right here in my hands. So insanely expensive thing to produce, but the quality overall is just absolutely insane. So we're doing some work with that. But coming off of the bamboo, this is a part which is just basically PLA in matte. And it's pretty much, as you can see there, it's pretty much a full-on match to this. So all the little composite parts and stuff will be printed in PLA in this matte color, and the rest of it will be, whatever else I come up with. But there's a bit of resin printing to be done and stuff. But this is going to be a new robot. This is called DJ Rex. He's on if you go to any of the Star Wars lands, he's basically the host in the cantina. So
nice.
Doing some work with him at the minute. So there you go.
Nice. Is he gonna have lights and move?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a full setup for that.
I want to see if I can get my project up now with R2D2 unit, what I want to turn into a lithophane, like a commercial lithophane. So instead of having the regular housing on it, you have little panels on it of lithophane, and each lithophane is like
a Star Wars, let's say, you building the droid for the Katina. That's it's basically a Katina robot. You know what I'm talking about. So have
Yeah.
different food on it and different Star Wars signs and writing on it. That's what I have in mind.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Why did I have to use that material? I didn't have to use that material, but interestingly enough, I was using some new stuff by Frozen on a resin printer, and I had so many issues with printing actually using that printer, and it's cold, and it was a really big print file. That head is like a 2-day print in resin, in reasonably fast resin. It was too cold in the room, and we just got talking to PCBWay, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to do a project. What do you fancy doing?" And I went, "What about this?" And they went, "It'll be with you in a week." So, you know, I'm still a big one for, if you can outsource something, certainly if you're working on a big project, outsource it, because, you know, why not? But yeah, I mean, they're good people, obviously long-time sponsor of my channel and stuff, and various others. But yeah, we just had a conversation about it, and this stuff turned up. So the other thing with anything like that, I was going to use a material called Onyx, which is an impact resin by Frozen. But again, like I said, I couldn't print with it. It was a pain, and I just needed to get this thing started. So them doing that for me is just absolutely mad. But yeah, MGF multi-jet fusion is certainly a very, very interesting development in the 3D printing space, but it's not something that you can have at home.
I see last night Scott Edge with 3D put out a video, and he's back to 3D printing and working with things.
Oh, he is he?
Yeah, he had a short video. He kind of gave a kind of touched on some different things been going on with him, and he's back. And he was in chat here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still watching, but he was here a bit ago in chat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think there was a post on Discord earlier. He's doing some stuff with the Dragsters again. Be good to get him back. You know, everybody needs to sort of take a step away. It's been quite nice actually, sort of myself not being, although I'm printing like crazy. There's a ton of stuff going on here all the time. You know, that Lego thing is like a 5-day print across like 8 machines. So it's, you know, it's quite laborsome.
What was the person who was at Smurf? He had a Lego car. What was his name?
James Bruton.
Oh, he's here. He's still here. He's watching. Scott's watching.
Yeah. Did you get the idea from him because he used similar parts, or?
Not at all, actually. No, not even in the slightest. The design's actually on Maker World, and I came across that, and I thought that would be a really cool print. And as you know, my son's kind of really into anything that's to do with building, so we've been doing this together. It's kind of like it's a Polymaker project. The video will be out hopefully in the next couple of weeks. It's the first one that one of my editors is going to be editing for me. So it's a little bit about you know, when your significant other is saying, why do you need another printer, or what's the point in 3D printing, or, you know, it's kind of answering those questions really. And it's a little bit about family togetherness and working on a project what your family actually really enjoy. So rather than printing trinkets and benches and, you know, all the usual hysterical stuff that we think is brilliant, actually doing something. Because the thing is, what you got to remember is my son's 2, right? So those Legos are for ages from 8 till 15. Okay, so that is small parts. So if you make something really big, he'll have a really hard job on choking on a 3-foot bit of Lego. That was my thought process on it.
Let's talk to Zach for a minute. I brought him in. I didn't even announce him. I kind of snuck him in when you were talking.
Isn't he beautiful?
Zach, what's going on, man?
Everything is fine. A little bit cold here in the room. Normally it's like 28 degrees. Now it's 24, but still cold feet. I'm working
Joseph
on
to warm me up there, right?
Sorry?
You've got Joseph Prusa to warm me up there, right?
No, he's on the shelf.
Oh.
he's on the shelf. Here,
like an elf on the shelf?
Like up there. I don't know. Just a second.
Oh, Sam, I give away 4 printers this week.
I heard. I bet Spring is going to be overjoyed.
He's on the shelf. He's just chilling there. Because I made some people upset. I'm worshipping false gods.
if you're going to make people upset, that is, you hit the mark with that one, Zach. I've got to be honest. I even did a screen capture of that because I was so proud of you.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to paint the model and just showing it off on Twitter because we like 3D printing. We like print models, bust, paint them if possible. And, just show it. And if people are offended by it, not my problem.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's plastic. It doesn't speak. Would
Hey,
be
non-fam,
nice.
how you been, buddy?
Hey, non-fam.
On fam.
Long time. He's been real busy. I don't see him online as much as I used to.
Oh dear. Matt doesn't own a G-Tech. A little piece of spring died with that last printer going out the door, did it?
God, you're terrible. You're
He was in
terrible.
love. He was in love.
I'll be
Oh,
back in a
baby.
Not
minute.
true at all. You're getting me into trouble, Sam.
Oh my God. I've never seen anything like it.
No, I gave it to some people who did not. They wanted to get into 3D printing, but they didn't have the money and to buy a large printer. So I just give it out, and 3G tags I give away and Prusa Mini.
I think we should give away a roll of Polymaker filament now. This will be anywhere in the world that they ship to, one roll. And what happens, you need to be present in chat to win. Once you win, I'll give you my email. Email me right back today. After the stream, I'll go fill out the form on Discord with Polymaker that I need to fill out. I'll send you the copy you need to fill out, and they should get back with you within a week. It's been very fast lately. They will send you a discount code so you can order your roll of filament and then another discount code for free filament. So hashtag Polymaker in chat. We're going to draw for one winner right now. Who wants to honor a counting down from 5?
5, 4,
3
2.5.
1.
Draw.
and 1/4.
There we go. Let's see who's it going to be today.
Not me.
Big money. Big money.
Mark
Oh.
H, North Carolina. Mark
me.
H, are you in chat? Mark.
Congratulations.
That was exciting. That was exciting.
I gotta quit saying big money. That never works.
Mark H, are you still here? He's been here the whole stream. Mark H, say something serious.
Yeah, I see him.
There he is.
He's here.
Right there on YouTube. All right, Mark, I'm going to give you my email. If you don't have it.
Where you
Email
from,
me.
Mark? New York City?
Here's my email, Mark. Shoot me an email, and then later on today, I'll send you the
Nashville
form
County,
that you need to
North
fill out.
Carolina.
Congratulations.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Very cool.
That was exciting.
I enjoy giving stuff away.
Oh, New Jersey. Charlotte, New Jersey.
I need to give more stuff away. That's my New Year's resolution.
I wish I was a multimillionaire. It'd be fun for the rest of my life just to hook people up with a car they might need or pay off their bills or buy them a house or buy them some 3D printers. Not give to
You'll be
charity. Individually give people stuff. Then I can even make a YouTube channel about it. Just giving stuff away.
You know somebody else does it already called Mr. Beast?
Hey, Betty Beep.
No, you'll be the Las Vegas Oprah Winfrey.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Mark.
Amazing. He does it every week, Sam. You can get excited again next week. I might do that. I did make, by the way, first partner for Polymaker. So that's nice.
Nice.
Just get to do a dance, wave my arms in the air.
Oh, you made partner finally.
Luban done something nice for this month. They threw me up on their main page.
Oh, look at that.
They threw you
cool.
up.
They threw you up.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
No.
Tripod made last partner with Polymaker. Oh God.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Amazing.
Yeah, Patrick, you just joined the
Oh.
club. Oh, Zachary, thank you very
you.
much. Thank you very much for the $11. I really appreciate that, my friend. And I got a
11
button for that
euros.
somewhere.
Awesome super chat.
There you
Thank
go. You're welcome.
Yeah, what's that funny E in front of it?
Patrick has his first bamboo. He has a P1P. He got it yesterday. He done a live unboxing, and now he's a member of the Bamboo Club. He got the P1S.
Wow! Congratulations. Welcome
P1S
along. Welcome.
with AMS.
Cool.
Do you have any pointers or tips, Sam? Do you have a P1S?
I do have a P1S. It's just right here, actually. There.
Patrick has been asking people different questions, but if you guys have anything you want to chat about with it, he would love to know about it.
No, I mean they're an absolutely amazing investment. It has to be said. If you knock down all the crap that people talk and this is that and and closed source and you need this and you need that, right? Bottom line is, hands down, if you've been in this game 7 years or so, right, going from what we had to what we have now, it's these printers are game changers, and it doesn't matter if it's necessarily Bamboo, but everybody needs to set some kind of standard. And these guys coming out and doing this, I mean, I read a Chinese social media post today about how many million yen that they've sold. I think they are now, Bamboo Lab are the biggest seller of 3D printers coming out of China right now. And like, and I can see it, I can see it. And then you've got, Creality that are still, a lot of people got into 3D printing because of Creality. And I think everybody's really, taking notice now of what's going on in that zone. But
yeah,
you've backed a good printer there for sure. Remote printing was a game changer for me. Sending stuff, that I can't have in the house to my farm is just insane. And being able to stop stuff, and that whole thing is just next level. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. And you're right. Yeah, Bamboo. It was almost like they're living in the future, and that was a term that was mentioned to me early on. And I never thought I was ever going to get involved with these guys, and now I am. I've got the A1 Mini, the A1, the P1P, the P1S. The only one I don't have is the X1. No, I've got two X1Cs. The X1X or whatever it is. The X1 what?
The X1.
Oh, the $2,500 one that has all kinds.
Yeah. And I don't really see it other than having an Ethernet port. I don't think it really. And it has a heated chamber as well, doesn't it? So it's mainly for peak and stuff like that. So it's not. But again, anybody that's in the game at the minute, this Mark IV Prusa is phenomenal. It all right. It's slower. It's not Core XY. Blah blah blah. But really really good printer.
The new screen from Big Tree Tech looks pretty interesting for the P1Ss and P1Ps.
There's a lot of fractiousness about the whole thing, isn't there? They've got one coming out to me, and then I'm reading like emails going, "Hey, there's a new update. Bamboo Lab have decided not to back this, and blah blah blah. And they've changed the software, and if you upgrade, then you won't be able to do this." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, but it is what it is. But companies are always going to change things. If you're like me and you just want to print something, I don't want to tinker around with stuff. I've been there.
I'm not either.
That's the Voron crowd. That's the Rat Rig crowd. If you want to do that stuff, great. By all means,
But there are machines already made for that. If you want to tinker around,
I'm tinkering because of the Rat Rig.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Absolutely, and I absolutely love the Rat Rig. And
so do I. I'm not saying I'm done.
Yep. If you want to go down that route, great. If you just want to get something out of the box and just print with it, and as I say, I don't have to do a lot to get insanely good quality out of a Bamboo. Whereas there are other printers, Creality are a good example. You can get absolutely amazing, stunning prints out of their printers, but you have to do a fair amount of tuning. And I guess you ultimately get what you pay for. And Scott was there. Scott knows, it does go through, all these printers go through a huge, rigorous testing process, but they're still not quite where Bamboo is. So all credit to them. And their team is the Bamboo Lab team is just awesome as well.
You were over there and inspected the line, right?
For Creality, yeah.
So who is now on the line checking it?
Oh, buddy.
Well, it'll be me when I'm. It'll be me in a couple of months when I'm back out there. That's the plan. So I'm going back out. It's going to be a bit of a mad one.
Cool.
So no Scott this time. I don't think he was interested in going back out. So we're not doing that, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. The invitation's there. We'll see how things work out. But it's going to be a bit of a different vibe this time round.
Taking care, Sergio.
Yes, Sergio.
Taking off?
No, I didn't. I went out. I walked out, and when I came back, I forgot. I didn't look at the camera. I was looking at the.
Oh, I thought you were waving goodbye. You were cracking it. Okay.
No. Just telling it to follow me.
He's doing the hand command. Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody ever contact you, Sam, and say, "Hey, I got that printer you worked on"?
No. They were probably like, "Who's this idiot drawn on my box? What the hell?" I don't know. The thing is, with all these things, they could have gone anywhere. It could be sat in a micro center somewhere, and someone's just going to be like, "What the hell's this?" And of course, ultimately now, any of that stuff is kind of old stock. So if you're buying a K1 now, the K1C is already out. They've been making them for weeks now. So and again, that would have been in R&D. The C would have been, it's not a few weeks worth of work. They would have been waiting months for that. I've got the V3 Ender here, that's not coming out until next month. There's stuff that's being stacked up and again, is the V3 even worth putting out now? I don't know. How many more Enders do we need? There's a ton of questions there, and hopefully this time around I'm going to get some of those answers. I think last time we went out, it was good. There's still a ton of footage to go through. There's still a ton of stuff to be kind of worked on and whatnot. But really, really interesting way that they work. Very interesting way that they make money. And in fact, there are a lot of 3D printing companies out there that are making money in ways that you won't even be guessing. If you think Joseph Prusa is not making money, Joseph Prusa is making money. Don't think for 1 minute that just because, there are business to business contracts out there that are worth millions and millions of pounds or dollars. And, you might think Lozbot would have gone to the wall by now, right? Who are Lozbot? Lozbot were at one particular point one of the very, very best. To own a Lozbot was something a bit special, a £2,500 machine. This week they launched a bunch of new hot ends for their existing line. Like who's buying this stuff? What consumer are buying these things when you can buy a throwaway printer now for less than $1,000, run it till it's dead, and then either upgrade it or chuck it away and buy a new one. It's that's the way it's going. Throwaway society once again.
I checked my screen on my X1 last week. I guess I didn't know this, but I got over 2,000 hours on it. A little over 2,000 hours.
Really? I don't even know how to check that. How do you check that?
Go to systems.
It's in there. It's on your screen somewhere.
Hold on,
I can tell you. Seen it yet.
Go where you find the disk, go down and
his screen is different than yours, Matt. The X1C screen looks like a cell phone. Not a car stereo.
I think it looks like the P1S looks like a remote control. That's why I called it that last night. It just
go on device.
Looks like you should hold it in your hand and hit the buttons.
I'm turning mine on. Look.
You have to go on device.
I'll jump in.
What you eating? What was it they were talking about? Money from Bamboo?
How many hours are on your Bamboo, your X1C? It tells you how many hours you printed with.
Ah, okay.
On the screen there, I seen it the other day, and I had a little over 2,000 hours on my printer.
I got 1,300.
That money?
I got 1,300 on that one.
Let me see.
Yeah, I kind of hope Bamboo's
I don't know.
coming out with
And
a
there's
bigger
one carbon.
printer.
I don't know. I don't know where that is.
It's under
Hey,
system.
Sergio, when you bought all those AMSs, did they give you a deal since you bought 4?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Wait, just
Did
repeat.
they give you a good deal when you bought, like multiple AMSs? Or was it just the same
No,
retail
I paid
price?
the regular price. I bought the second one by itself, and then I decided to go 16 colors, and I bought 2 more. But I paid a regular price.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 units now, 3 AMS units. I did hook them up all together, but running so many colors is rare. So
That'd be a lot of changes too.
I do think it can work with Huge Forge if you use more than 3 colors. Like, let's say, I know in Blueband you can use painting, and you can use up to 64 different colors.
What's the most number of colors you guys have used with your multiple
8.
AMSs at a time? 8.
4.
7 to 8 I did.
How about you, Sergio? How many colors have you used the one?
What's that?
How many colors have you used at one time?
So far 4. I haven't found anything worth printing with a lot more colors yet.
It's huge Forge. So what are you talking about? It's huge.
Well, yeah, I'll use 4 different colors, at a time. The nice thing is that I have a nice variety to just pick from,
Right.
Come on, Jerry. Where is it at? I want to find out how long this has been going for, because I've had this for a long time. Jerry's fallen asleep over by the printer.
Did you find your hours, Sam?
I'm still
Not
looking.
yet. Alexa, order 500 hot dogs.
And put it on Jerry's tab.
Yeah, I can't find it either. I see
I
it.
just have-
Camera, follow me. Come on, camera.
Click on device. It's system.
Device. System.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute.
He's got the X1C has a different menu.
Oh yeah. That's what I told him earlier. No, I don't have system.
Do you have device?
Alexa, turn on the bamboo printer.
No.
Did you mean TV?
Alexa, never mind.
Oh, no, it's at the top. Yeah, okay, it is at the top. So it says this printer has been used for so many hours. That's what it says.
Remember, when you sell the bamboo, don't turn back the hours. Get it like with your old card.
Here's the funny thing. That one in the corner is 73 hours, X1 carbon there. 993 hours. It's in device.
Like I
But
said,
you
So
can't
if you hit the cog, hit the cog, right, the little cog, the 4th one down, and then it says device info,
Oh.
and then it displays it right at the top. Look at all of you like that. Look at it.
I don't have so many
Yeah,
hours on
that's
it
where
yet.
it's at.
Go on then. What's yours looking like then, Kenny?
1,000,000 hours.
Around it. 2040.
I'm too ashamed to say.
Hey, Jerry, I got to jump off of here. Family's home. But
Patrick,
thanks for
are you
having
guys
me on.
going live tonight? Are you live tonight?
Yep, 8 p.m. on my channel.
all
8
right,
p.m.
keep watching.
Yep. For,
And you'll be on there
the
with.
second episode of the podcast with myself and Jeremy.
Awesome.
All right. Be seeing you
Oh,
later
sure.
there.
I'll go
All
find
right,
it.
see you guys later. Take care.
Take care.
Love you,
Bye-bye.
Patrick. Love you, Patrick.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
See you
We'll see
later,
you.
Guru.
Bye, Patrick.
He didn't say it back, did he? He didn't say it back. Awkward.
I think he is a laser guru, man. Dang.
Yeah, he's got like a Komodo and stuff as well. He wears. I've seen him when he's doing lasers and stuff. He's got this whole thing going on. I saw him doing some axe throwing once as well. That was quite an interesting development to see someone of his stature with an axe in his hand. It was with a laser engraved axe at that. Interesting day.
Should have seen a knife he did his unboxing with yesterday.
Oh yeah, Sergio, did you find it?
There's a link right there to his channel for tonight.
Did you
Yeah,
find
I
it,
found
Sergio? Yeah. What's your numbers at?
2040.
Wow.
And I'm
Well,
really thrilled with that
he did an alien, you know.
I like that as a feature. I like to know how many we've got going on.
Mine's a little over 1,000 to answer your question.
It's a nice knife for unboxing, but I don't.
All
use
right,
it for that.
Rambo, calm down. What does it say on it?
Your journey is over.
Jesus Christ.
I seen that in a
is,
sci-fi movie, and that's exactly what was happening when they said it to the person on the ground. So I put that on the knife a long time ago. I needed to take my fiber and do something fancy with the blade now. That was done on a diode laser. But I picked that up at a yard sale for $20. Pretty cool. It's surgical steel too.
Yeah, it would be not allowed to sell in the UK.
It'd be good if you need to have some surgery then, right?
And then Patrick sent me an unboxing knife. I use this for my unboxing right here.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's even more illegal in the UK.
Yeah, you're not allowed to even you're not even allowed to throw a glove at somebody in the UK anymore without someone being offended. If you want to challenge someone to a duel or something, you can't do that anymore. Slapping them with a glove, biting your thumb at them, all that kind of stuff is outlawed now.
Yeah.
No. The only thing what they have, what they call those dance, was it that dancing fights, you know?
Morris dancing.
I guess so, yeah.
Don't
they
get
use
into that.
those
Oh,
sticks.
don't tell me you and your wife have got started again into Morris dancing now.
That was
Oh,
different.
God, that looks terrible.
My wife said, come to see if you're still alive. I'm like, that's a first.
Yeah. Crocodile Dundee would approve that knife.
He would.
Yeah, when I bought it, my wife's like, why do you need that? Well, it's cool.
Who's got the printer that's whining in the background? Tell me that's you. Yeah, it is you. Is that Comgro?
Yep.
Yeah,
See?
it's traveling back and front. It's making all that noise.
I'm glad I don't have that thing. That is so annoying.
Matt,
Somebody should be headbutting it.
It's whining.
Hey, Phil, how you doing today? If you'd like to drop in, Phil, here's the link. Nope, that's not the link.
Yeah, fair play to you, Louise, having to put up with that.
We find the right link.
He's muted.
You muted.
I was doing a print on the Raleigh a couple days ago. I was cutting out a couple crosses.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. I did do
It was
that.
whining.
Yeah, I'm gonna oil them again, just in case. And this is only a 5-day print. What are you talking about?
I think my longest print on a printer years ago was on a CR10. It took like 9
Zachary,
days,
you want to say something?
like a 9-day print.
Oh, I love your face, what you did in this moment.
I'm not sure how it happened, and I didn't know the man, but there was a carpenter construction years ago, Sam, that was picking up a really heavy door on the Bellagio, and his muscle right here, I guess that's your bicep, right?
Mm-hmm.
He completely ripped it off and it went down to his elbow. Somehow he picked up too much weight. He was an older man and completely instantly just ripped his muscle loose on his arm.
Yeah, man, they can just go. This is, and I've just got like a partial tear. So the idea is that it should like heal itself. But my God, is it sore? And I went to the doctors, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, can you not like see how like swollen it is?" And I was like, "Listen, man, I just wrapped it up and just got on with it. Like that's you know." What's annoying me more is I haven't been back to the gym. That's really, really annoying because all that stuff is arms, swinging kettlebells, lifting stuff, moving things around, pushing stuff, whatever. So yeah, to not have that, to not have Matt, how are you putting up with that at night, man? That is awful. That is somebody at Congrove needs like taking out in the street and shooting. What on earth? This is 2024.
Might it heal itself, or you're gonna have surgery? You got to wait and see.
No, I doubt it's going to need surgery, but I'm still waiting the results on the MRI. They got me in super, super quick. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, the next day I was just there, bang, done. And I was in this machine, and this very bizarre situation. But I think I'm going to be all right. But, we'll wait and see what the results say. But I hope it. If you go through, the thing is with any of these things, if you have an operation, there's always mitigated risk. So, what might happen, what could happen, what probably will happen, et cetera, et cetera. So, I don't know. It's
well, you picked up that Tonka truck earlier on the floor, so it's not. I mean, you can use it a little bit. Just gotta be careful.
Yeah. So they've said nothing more than like a wine glass. That's basically what they said. So, but I'm certainly favoring my left arm at the moment. But yeah, it's. Right. It can, like you say, you can rip the entire muscle off, and that is, just you need to get that sorted out.
Painful.
Yeah.
I got new stickers. I got some stickers I need to mail out to everybody when I get them.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and the only one-legged dude, Tripod's Garage.
Ah, no.
Look at the cat truck, Dan.
Wow, look, he's got new lights as well. Look at his light.
What, Dan? You got new legs?
What's a garage light?
It's like a pair of buttocks. It's like a pair of buttocks hanging down. What is that?
What? Those? You've been here how many times?
I know.
Too many times. Lights?
Too many times.
Yes.
How's it going, buddy? How you doing today?
So we lose one laser guru and the other one comes in.
Who's that?
Hey, that's my phrase.
Patrick was like, how many hours have you got on your Bamboo X1?
Me? Probably like a dozen. I don't know. It's definitely not as much as you guys.
Do you turn it on?
John, you seen the coin video I put out yesterday?
Yeah, I just haven't responded to it, but you burnt all the way through.
I had to stack those 4 OBS webcams, right? It took me 2 days to try to render that. The video, DaVinci Resolve, at least 30 or 40 times, kept locking up and dropping frames when I got to those because I went from 100% to 10,000% when I sped all those up the time lapse. And so what I ended up having to do on day 3, I had to individually take each one and render it onto my hard drive, finish it, and then I had to go put them back in. But for some reason, DaVinci Resolve didn't like them when I stacked those together and crunched them down so fast.
You probably have to upgrade your computer and/or video card and more RAM.
Yeah. Well, I've got 64 megs, and I hear DaVinci don't like or gigs. Yeah. I hear DaVinci Resolve doesn't like Ryzen chips. I got a Ryzen 7 1800X.
Yeah, I have an i7, so
yeah, and I can't afford to upgrade for 2.5 years, and I get my Social Security, so I'm stuck with this computer for a minute.
Wow, Tillery cheated on their benchy a little bit. It's got like 2 or 3% infill.
Hey guys,
are you kidding me?
You forgot to tell me about the banner. We already had the drawing for the Polymaker. I'm sorry I forgot to take down the banner, and no one told me about it. Synth, I'm sorry, we already had the drawing here about 20 minutes ago. It's all you. I'm done interrupting.
Huh? No, I'm just sitting here.
Let's Tripod. What DHL do to your printer?
Your what hurts? You got what's stuck in where? What?
What did DHL do to your printer?
Oh, they just threw everything. Well, actually, the last people were pretty good. But typically, the what was it? The 2 trees box was just like had holes all around it, but it wound up being fine. but I don't know. There was a laser that may have been damaged by them, so it was packed really well.
Sergio, thank you very much for the $20 on PayPal. I really appreciate it.
No worries, man.
I got
Send me $20 as well.
I get paid next. My pension comes in next Thursday, and I'm short on some groceries, so I'm actually going to go to Walmart after the stream and spend it. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. No problem.
The tripodsgarage@gmail.com, PayPal. Sergio, I'm all here.
Yeah, the real Sam Prentice at gmail.com is also there. And Matt German puppies at hotmail.co.uk.
I was getting
there's
ready to cook some T-bone steaks, and it's getting ready to rain.
What are you guys talking about?
I ordered some burgers.
Zachary's PayPal is I love Joseph Prusa at gmail.com.
There you go.
Bears are arguing with Jen right now.
I'll be right back.
I'll be back.
Just
It's,
wait. Let me see.
4X Plus isn't too
Uber
bad.
Eats is
Artillery.
about to arrive.
Sam, I hope your next poop will be a hair truck. I hope.
Sorry?
I said I hope. Okay, I hope your next poop will be a hair truck.
Oh, PCB. I actually purchased the film for mine, but there is film that you could buy for it. I think it uses just regular inkjet, but oh hey, how you doing?
What's that pink filament that you're using on that Marlin printer?
That you think that's a Marlin printer?
It looks like it's ruby red.
I haven't gotten into that yet, so it's
okay.
It's if it is Marlin, it's pretty advanced for Marlin.
Is it? It's fast Marlin.
I don't know what it is.
How did it here, John?
Artillery X4 Plus. It doesn't have rating tables.
Do you have the hydro dipping project close to you where you can show it or no?
It's
yes, up there. Could just jump up and quickly toddle over there, John.
I got a video on it.
All right. Yeah, I thought you had a video on it.
Yeah, it's on that yellow one right there. That one's officially retired.
Oh, bless it.
I gotta figure out how to not have what was it, toe in or whatever that kept on popping off my tracks because it was like this. That's why my tracks kept on popping off. The rods were 100% straight. Is that the new one?
Oh yeah. So this is a 6-wheeler with a gearbox. So and this is going to do all sorts of devastation like we've never seen it before. So yeah, looking forward to getting this finished off. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Quite exciting.
Matt German's even going to be building one for Smurf next year.
That's new to me.
Oh, that's
new to me.
Yeah, your wife was all over it. She was saying, yeah, we're definitely going to build one next year. It's not a problem. Don't worry. We'll be there. Matt will be on it. He's got a dozen printers that can be worked. Don't worry about it.
No problem. If you give me some tools for it, like
I was waving to you.
Like the motors, fine.
How's it going? How's it going? I love your shower curtain, by the way.
Hello.
All right.
Like I can just put them in between the posters.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. What's going to happen next?
Is that your youngest daughter?
This one right here. I found her outside, and I said, "You can stay with us if you want."
Also an hitchhiker.
She just said the F you. Yeah, so that means she is my daughter if she says that stuff. So.
How's those paninis getting on?
That's not Maddie, right?
No.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be witness to a murder. Tripod.
Some power.
Hey, come on, leave tripod last so we can see what's going on there.
Yeah, it still works. It's really good.
Leave tripod large so we can see what's going on there. That's some words that I don't ever want to hear again. Oh boy.
Brianna was using a small battery powered
There you go.
buster, and she's like, "Why are all the batteries dead?" Because I'm not using any power tools right now.
Ah. Louise is in. She's just told us.
Yeah, Jen wants
I keep thinking like I'm in a giant bee's nest and there's a bee. I'm gonna be like, get out of me.
Sam, do this. One is right there on your head. Go like this.
Doesn't stand a chance.
I was surprisingly that hasn't happened. I would have thought that would have happened by now here.
It's not like turning off your Flidmobile when you're in
Oh yeah,
in Target.
yeah. You did a drive-by flip or on-off switch.
Oh dear. And that was one of the first times that Zachary saw me inside of a hot dog outfit.
And
Yeah.
and he's been impressed ever since.
Hey Jen.
Hi.
The sausage was very impressive.
Yeah,
was
the
impressive,
sausage
wasn't it?
was very impressive. That
Oh.
Zach said about you, Sam.
I know.
Pretty soon we're gonna be banned from Jerry's streams. You realize that?
No, I used to have
Oh,
that
yeah.
on that hot dog costume used to be on my computer here. I mean, we'll see if I can find it.
I always sit there thinking, is Jerry going to invite me this week? And then like sometimes it's like down to the wire. And I thought,
I invite you every week, but you've been busy lately and haven't been here.
John's got one leg, and at the moment I've got one working arm, but it's still attached.
You know, I told Matt before the stream,
had
I
to
said,
bring that
Matt,
up.
I was just going to send an invite to Kenny and Matt and see who else showed up because everybody knows I stream Saturdays at 12, but I don't know if everybody would show up. That
Well, I
normally comes.
invited Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
know we were
begged me,
chatting.
actually, is what happened. You were like, come on. And then you were like doing subliminal messaging, and then you've been doing like Morse code with this.
Yeah, I went like, Sam, you must show up. Sam, you must show up. Sam, you must show up.
It's like
Sam,
you're
you must
moving
show up.
chairs inside your house. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's a paradox of things.
Yeah.
There you go. So is it still snowing in Chicago?
No, it's been rainy and about 40 degrees
40 degrees?
Fahrenheit. So
Oh, okay. Right.
64 and sunny in Vegas right now.
yeah, it's so now everything is what?
I'm still dialing the printer in. I mean,
Dialing it in, I think you need to throw it out the window, Matt. That's awful.
But the Comgro?
The sound of it.
That's the
Hey, man.
Comgro that's making that noise?
Switch
Oh, yeah.
cameras, Matt.
It's like someone's moving furniture around.
here you go. I switched
Nice.
camera.
Like someone doesn't
Oh, it's the sheep. It's the sheep. It's the sheep all along.
sounds like
The whining sheep.
yeah, that bed is not level if it's making that noise.
My favorite part of that stream was when Matt put his back out, and that was enough for me to see and then turn off at that point. I thought, you know what, I've seen enough. I don't need any more laughs today.
Sam watched you bend over. He was like, "Okay, I gotta go." now."
I was like, oh, and that was enough for me. I wrapped up and carried on with my day.
Yeah, he was gonna make a meme of you doing that.
It's furry on the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to get my settings right.
Wow.
Because I'm using Cura.
Wow. Sorry, hang on. Whoa. So what is what is that printer? What actually is it? Is it Clipper or is it Marlin?
Clipper.
Okay.
Comgro
That just makes
T500.
God, it's a boring watch as well. It's quite a boring printer. It's grey. It's not like a nice snazzy red like the new K1C.
We had a live stream last Saturday at 10 o'clock, Sam. We didn't see you in chat when Matt done the unboxing, and my regular live stream was at 12 o'clock.
No. I tuned in very briefly to see Matt put his back out, and then I was like, that's my day. That's my day complete at that point. And I thought, you know what? I'll catch up on that. See how it goes.
At that point, yep.
Yeah, that's it. I saw her coming in. What's wrong, Matt? I mean, she puts up with so much from you, Matt. I mean, I don't know how you bagged that one, mate, to be honest with you.
You missed Patrick's Spintree last night. That was exciting.
Sorry,
yeah,
what?
Patrick had his live stream last night.
Okay.
Yeah, when he unboxed his printer.
She chose me under her own free will. I did not give her father 50 sheep.
Good God, no.
Huh?
Try the mute button. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Bless him. Emotional blackmail, right? Oh, dear.
Email. And Phil just sent me money on PayPal. Looks like I got about $12.50 US. Thank you very much, Phil. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Still going to Winco on Thursday?
Yeah.
Jim, just a record what tripods printer make. That's horrible. The grinding noise.
No, that's the chair.
I'll put it towards groceries after the stream.
Oh, you buying me groceries?
No, but I need some. I don't get my pension comes in Thursday.
Oh,
I'm kind of broke.
what are you buying me?
Actually, Thursday I'm going to go to Winco. I just heard of it. Kenny told me about it a few weeks ago. They're in Winco stands for Washington, Idaho, Nevada, California, and Oregon. And they're like a big box store, but they don't take credit cards, only debit or cash. They have like over 800 items that you can scoop and bag and buy by the pound. They have a lot of their stuff is cheaper than Walmart is. They got prices on a lot of their products, and it says what they charge versus Walmart. It's a big box store, basically, right, Kenny?
Yeah, like if you had a food for less in your neighborhood, like discount store.
Yeah, I watched a lot of videos on YouTube about it, so I'd like to go there Thursday. And
they have store brand and they still have name brand.
Here we go.
No, so I don't know if you could see the inside. There you go, right where that square is, part of the hole right there. See how you could? There's a hole on the deck. Well, that's what happens when you do like less than 5% infill.
Oh, so what's the timing on that then?
That was 20 minutes. They totally cheated on it. The bottom layer, they stripped off a couple layers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, cheaters.
I mean, that took the name off.
The finish is pretty good though, but for the walls, but cheating. I'm like looking at the info. I'm like, no way. It's like only like four lines in there.
Who wants to answer this question for Simon Snow? You guys have all new printers and a lot of different types of printers, and I don't.
The Elegoo Max 3, maybe not the 4, is what I would say.
Definitely not the 4.
I've got the 4. I've not unboxed it yet. But the Elegoo seems to be doing pretty well, actually. I wouldn't suggest Soval to anybody now.
Nope.
I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl.
Sorry, Matt.
I mean, they didn't even bother trying to amends with the video. I tried the fixes that they did with mine.
Hey, Carl, how you doing today?
I can guarantee you, they will not be reaching out to me again. That's what happened.
The 6 was good. The 6 Plus was okay. The 7 was dreadful. And now they've merged with Comgrow. So and they said they were sending me a printer. It never happened. So I don't know what they're playing at. So I would be, and there was a weird thing over Christmas as well with their Sharacell links. They just completely went offline. So anybody that potentially would have got commission sales of that did not get commission sales of anything. So
if you go onto their Sharacell out of funds or whatever it was, it's like, oh,
It was down for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, I got commissioned from one of those companies a long time ago, but it never appeared in my PayPal, so I don't know what happened to it. Whatever.
Yeah, there was a Congrow were pretty famous for that, but they weren't using anything. You know, the ShareAcell thing's pretty good. You know, Bamboo and Creality
Hey,
and various other people.
How you
The
doing,
Neo's
buddy?
not
Hope-
bad,
Great day.
but the problem with that is, you know, if you want something that's going to be new and modern and people are excited about it, then, you know, I think the Elegoo is a good choice personally. I didn't have good successes with the CRM4, unfortunately, which is a Creality printer, big Creality printer. But yeah, for me, Elegoo.
Yeah. I had a was it the Neptune 4? That was pretty good, but
I've never had an Elegoo printer. I only had the original resin printer I bought years ago, but I've never contacted them about wanting to test or review anything ever.
Well, getting in with them's tricky, and then all of a sudden it becomes very sporadic. But you never know what you're going to get. I was supposed to be getting a laser from them. It never happened. And that's fine. I've got plenty of other stuff that I won't get out of the box yet, as you can see. All up here, for instance.
I've emailed Bamboo probably 4 or 5 times in the last 6 months or year wanting to review the P1S, and they never return my emails. And most
They
companies,
won't. They're not.
Respond to me.
Yeah, they're not. The thing is, anyone that's doing 3D printing and doing 3D printing reviews, they're not interested in working with anybody that's doing anything like that. They want stuff that's really sporadic and like out there. That's what they want. You know, I've seen people that have got emails back saying, "Yeah, you're in that space, but you're in the space that we're not interested in." So they want stuff. They're you know, and all of these companies are all about sales, right? And what's measured on your sale will be what you do on ShareAcell. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're just a likable content creator. No one cares about that. It's all about money, money and clicks and orders and all that kind of crazy stuff. So if you're not getting, the click through and you're not getting that necessarily, most companies will probably go, "Nah, you're not going to get the next one." And then that's what happens. Yeah. And then of course, as we know, and as famously as Tom Sandlander said, if you're not first, you're last. And if you're not the first person that's putting out that particular part of content, generally the sales are going to go with that first person. They're not going to go with the second or third or fifth. So
yeah, I think that's why your mic went muffled for some reason.
Yeah, he's underwater.
Sorry, I just turned on my Comgrove T500.
Yeah, I think that's why Patrick got the P1S from Bamboo, is because he's in a laser community primarily. And they can bring in more people. He can bring in people, more people to the 3D printing market that watch him on all his content.
Absolutely right, and that is in anyone that's saying, "Hey, this is somebody that does blah blah blah," and they've got X, and it's all those subscriber counts really matter now. Certainly to like I just said earlier, Bamboo are now the leading Chinese manufacturer for exports of 3D printers. That's a fact that's been reported on. That's in the press. So they're not going to be mucking about now. They're going to their printers sell. They've already got the catchment, so even their own YouTube channel will be watched by thousands of people. So is there a real strategic need for content creators in that space? And there is, to a degree, because people trust them. But new people coming in now, it's going to be very, very tricky, very, very tricky to get anything off the ground with that. I mean, Christ, yeah. Here's a fact for you, right? No, so I'm under contract now with Creality, okay, and I haven't got the K1C, and you would have thought the K1C would have been here, and hands down, and this is fact, okay, they forgot to send me one, okay. So I said, what? And she said, oh, we were going to send you the red one, which is the Bayern Munich football club thing, and I'm not into football, right? So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. So they shipped them all out, but I wasn't on the list. So I was like, it doesn't look very good on the day after I signed my contract with you for 3 years, that on day one, you mess this up. So in 6 months' time, if somebody forgot to do something, I'd kind of expect that. But day one, come on. Not good.
Doggy cam.
Whee! There he is. Look.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. I mean, he's actually doing okay. Sergey has a lot of energy. He's got Cushing's, so he's always thirsty and hungry.
Yep.
How old is he?
Lead 13 this month, so
Oh,
he says a ton of energies. But it's and then he also, his back hip dysplasia, so he sometimes misses a stair with his back legs. I shouldn't be laughing, but I mean, we both have leg issues, so
Yeah, evidently. What is the K1 Ultra? What's that?
Hey,
Is that
Dan.
just
How you doing
something-
today, Dan?
Hey, Dan, happy
Well,
birthday for the other day.
That Ultra, he's probably talking about the $2,500 printer.
The K1
Alright.
Ultra was a military project. Don't you know?
Oh, so I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I leave the like broken prints or supports in the bottom of my K1, bottom of my X1 Carbon, and I just heard a crack, and that was the bed lowering down onto the stuff that I've stacked up underneath.
that'll teach you.
Okay.
Learn a lesson.
Here's a link,
What?
Dan, if you want to pop in.
Yes, you're right. Feed safe. Sounds the same, you know. Whoa.
Uh-oh. What happened, Matt? You okay?
61%.
Yeah, yesterday, I know you can hear me, Tripod. Yesterday, when I was having all this trouble with DaVinci, I started typing you a really long PM. I'm like, no, don't do this. He's probably working. So then I deleted it, and I just kept Googling, and I finally figured out I'll just better render each one at a time, which took a while, but it was better than what was going on for 2 days. So anyway.
That's terrible. When you delete something and you needed it, and it's like, oh.
yeah, it's I was middle of doing
I'm not quiet.
disaster recovery testing, so I've been pretty busy, busier than normal. I mean, I'm seeing it when my work gets really chaotic. So
Yeah, John has to take his shirt off. I've seen it.
yeah, do some tabletop dancing, with the pole.
Ooh.
And it's amazing what you can do with one leg if you really put your mind to it.
I've seen him
for those one-armed people out there.
Yeah, I've seen him with a vacuum cleaner once or twice.
What I just vision hold
I
on
won't
that
say what
pole
that
with
I was
one
using
leg.
that before. It's a PG channel.
Yeah, when I got my bamboo last February, I sold all my diode. I sold like 6 diode lasers, and then I got donations from the community of $500, and I bought the X1 Carbon with AMS. It was like $1,680 shipped.
Whoever,
it's 99% perfect.
who would ever have thought that finally artillery did not have a glass glued down bed?
Well, they probably
Oh
saw
my
what was
God.
going on in the market and thought, hey, you know what? We better change our game up here.
But yeah, 4 years later, 3 years later.
Well, something I wanted to let you guys know about.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
I've seen
this
that.
bed from
Oh,
AliExpress. Everybody's seen these, right?
Yeah.
I have LED lights above my head. When I got this out of the package and I'm looking straight down at it with my LEDs beaming down on it, it looked like electricity running throughout it. And then when I took it away from my face and I'm looking around the room, I had that same image in front of my eyes for at least 5 minutes. You know, you look
And I
at
saw
something and
God.
you look at the
I
monitor
saw-
and you're
I saw
like,
Jesus Christ himself.
That's old age, man.
no,
Good
it was
word.
something weird. It looked like electricity when I had this thing in the light. It was weird how it looked. And then I looked away and now I've seen it everywhere. It was crazy.
Yeah, old age.
And then I put nanopolymer adhesive on all my beds just to make sure they never release. Even though they may stick fine, I always put nanopolymer adhesive on it from Vision Miner. Because I take the goes for however many hours, and it fails or moves or anything. So anyway, it works great.
What's that noise?
It's like $13 on AliExpress.
What was that crazy noise?
That's printer.
It was Matt snoring, I think. At least you got value. At least you got value out of it. I remember having an old printer, like a old Creality S3 printer years ago that used to make noises like that. Used to keep everyone awake in the house.
Are you printing again? No.
DC Van Lent says, "What artillery do you have, tripod? I have a Clipperized X1 Sidewinder, and I still love that machine."
It's the new X4 Plus. Trying to connect it to the Wi-Fi right now and see what's running.
AliExpress screwed up my order.
Just Matt trying to get more attention. Oh, what a brilliant comment. I love that. I love
Thanks,
that.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Matt, let me know
I
your
love you
address.
all too.
I'll get you a desk bell.
What? A desk bell for what? I'm not gonna be a bellboy.
It's the printer complaining back or giving feedback like, I'm a 500 by 500 by 500, and you want me to do lithopanes?
I was built for benches, baby. I was just built for benches. Oh, poor old Matt. I didn't realize he was going to get ripped this much. Get some food in your tummy.
Hey,
Is it on V slot wheels or is it on
that?
It can't be on.
It's on linear.
That's the artillery is on linear rails on the X and Y, and it's running fluid.
I don't understand Dark Allen's comment.
Does it run fluid?
It's running fluid.
Yeah,
it's very fluid.
Uh,
I had a feeling it was Clipper on there. There's just the screen was a little bit too advanced for Marlon, but it was.
That's a cow.
Cow, yeah.
So they have vibration compensation, but there's no cable to do it.
What was the cow coming from? Those toys you had as a kid? You turn them over, it's like a can. They make that noise.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have. I can't hear it at all.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
I've got a
Isn't
problem
that
with
the sound that Matt was making when he was lifting the printer?
I think he's synthesizing. What is it, a program?
You know, there are laws against keeping
Cows in
farmyard
your
animals
garage.
in the house.
Oh man.
Well, I was trying that the new Osmo 3 pocket.
I'm using it right now.
Somebody sounds like you
This
want
is
to
it.
bed.
Oh, so that's your webcam, huh? Right now?
Yeah, well, it's not my new webcam, but I'm using the camera to film something else. So yeah.
Yeah, see how it works. I mean, it's definitely was it that 1-inch sensor or whatever it is that it definitely lets in a lot of light.
Yeah.
So, and then of course I received it yesterday. I forgot to buy SD cards for it.
Yeah, the maximum you can put on it is 512 gig, so that's what I've got.
I bought two 256 for it. So. And well, it's also I bought the A2s, so a little bit faster.
You don't have a micro center near you, John?
Yeah. I bought the A1 there on the 23rd of last month, and it's still in the box.
You give the dogs a bone, so we'll be quiet.
Giving the dog a bone. Giving the dog a bone.
I didn't realize you were a singer, Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, I can rock, man.
Get on America's Got Talent.
I taught Eric everything he knows, man.
Is that Clapton?
Cow again. Somebody
Yeah, you know.
cow.
Been in a few bands, you know. Cream, you know. Blind Bass.
Black Lace?
Black Blind Faith.
Oh, sorry. I mean, Black Lace.
No. You lose all your teeth, you'll talk funny too.
Oh,
That was 200 and some odd passes.
that's cool.
It's off center.
What are you thinking about making medallions now, or?
There we go.
That's cool.
And before I started, of course, it looked like that. It was a brass blank. And this one here is a Predator. It came out good, but when I engraved the back side, I went too deep, which ended up making it hollow. But
yeah,
Made it religious, holy.
ladies and gentlemen, we got Darth Gallum dropping in. Hello, hello. How you doing today?
Hey,
Hello.
How's it going?
how
Hello.
are you doing?
I'm doing
Can
all
you hear
right.
us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that'd make a
Good.
good commercial. Can you hear me now?
That would be.
Yeah.
I didn't understand your comment in chat.
Well, that's what I figured. I figured I'd just hop in quick and share a couple things with you. If you don't mind, because you're always good at letting people promote different things.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're very welcome to. Everybody can promote whatever they want as long as it's hobby related.
Yeah, well, this week I just got notified that my engineering club won the Minnesota Real World Design Challenge for the 8th straight year in a row.
Congrats.
9th overall, so I get to say I'm a 9-time state champion. But that's not the biggest thing I get to claim, because I actually had 3 teams entered in this, and my teams took 1, 2, 3 in the state of Minnesota. And the second place team actually qualified for one of the 4 wild card spots across the nation. So I get to boast having 2 teams go to the national competition in April, and we'll be the only school that is sending 2 teams to that.
Nice.
I don't see any success in any of this. Does anyone else?
Oh, come on now. I was
I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
called a dynasty at my school this week. So. Really a cool opportunity for kids, because this year's challenge, they were working on the designs of what they would design a drone that could fit in a backpack. So either forestry workers or firefighters and stuff could pack this in and get into areas and monitor forest health, because the goal of the challenge was to create a system to check on the health of forests as pre-forest fires, during forest fires, and post-forest fires, to make sure they could get what's needed in each of those areas to either prevent, or contain, and then to rehabilitate afterwards.
Very cool.
Sounds like the Northern California could use that, because that's where all the wildfires are. A lot of them.
Yeah, I also serve as the coordinator for the state of Minnesota for this contest, and I've been in on a lot of the designs for this. And we actually picked this challenge before all the wildfires were happening across all of North America, but it was very timely this year for the challenge that they posed to the kids.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. And like I said, I'm pretty stoked about having 2 teams be able to compete at this. If I could find it. I have it on my work computer, so I don't even have it at home. I'd show you a couple of designs the kids came up with, because each of them have very unique take on how to design this unmanned aerial vehicle to handle the challenge.
Do you have
And
any
what
links you want to share in private chat, and I'll post it for you?
Let me grab my Facebook announcement for it, and I can drop that for you.
All right.
And are they going as deep in engineering as far as, how am I going to say this? For battery endurance purposes? Because we all know batteries are limited.
Yeah, that's one of the key aspects they have to maintain. Because what's great about this contest, when they submit their notebooks at this level, it's read by different industry level people and some higher ed people. But then when they compete at the nationals, they bring in people from the FAA. They bring in, last year they were presenting in front of a CEO of a drone manufacturing company that built things for the military. So they have to be able to stack up their knowledge against these people that actually work with the information.
Cool. Yeah, I got a DJI.
Yeah, I got a Phantom 4. I haven't used it in years.
I seen a video last week somebody had on YouTube where they were taking a match. They're using sound waves to blow out the match. I forget what was involved in that or if it was high pitch, but as an Action Lab, actually it was Action Lab that was doing it. If you know who he is, he does tons of awesome content on YouTube. Anyway, if something like that could be set up where you could go into a wildfire and have some kind of a really high pitch audio wave that wouldn't hurt the animal's ears and just blow the thing out. That's kind of like where he was going with this probably, but it was interesting. I've never heard of sound waves blowing a flame out before, but it did.
There's all kinds of technology out there nowadays.
I've actually done that in class as a demo.
Yeah, they've done a lot of things with sound.
Yeah,
There he goes.
and drone blades.
Yeah, here's the link right here,
don't
guys.
play.
The cow is back.
And
Yeah, that Matt's printer moaning and groaning.
all right, I don't have it directly on this computer, but see if you can see it off my phone. I can pull up the picture of their design.
Wow.
So that was the team that won first place. And if technology would always work properly.
I'm sorry, babe.
Oh, cool.
That's the design for the team that took the wild card spot.
So more fixed wing than rotor.
Looks like a bloody missile.
It does.
You have any military aspects for it?
If they did, they'd be kicked out of the contest.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
So they can't be that good, huh?
No.
Well, and plus those kind of people have clearances.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here at Nellis, because Jerry and I are in Nevada, I have gone to an air show down in Nellis, and I have seen the Predator. Man, that thing's huge.
Yeah, when I first got into advising this club a decade ago, I ended up getting a chance to tour one of our local National Guard bases, and they heard what I was working with kids on, and they brought me in and showed me all theirs, and yeah, those things just are enormous. And when they send those out on missions, it's pretty impressive how they control them.
And then the cool thing, my realtor, retired Air Force major. He did tankers, and then he also did the drones from Indian Springs, because that's where they're at, is Indian Springs here in Nevada.
The back gate for Nellis is less than 3 minutes from my front door. I can drive up, which they shut down. They don't use it no more. But I can drive up and you can park by the fence. The runway is right there, not far away over the fence. You can stand right there with binoculars and watch everything. For some unknown reason, 24 hours, or actually at night, and they've been doing it they do it year after year. I hear all these really huge jets taking off, rumbling my house. It's like they want to launch. Everything takes off late at night. And then I get a flight line right over my house. A lot of jets coming and going from Nellis. They fly over my house. So it's usually dead quiet on my house, or it's louder than hell, one or the other. And a lot of my videos, you'll hear a jet rumbling as I'm filming.
And he loves red flag.
And then red flag, there's more, obviously, yeah. Yeah.
That's when all the nations join in. That's our friends.
Let me go back to showing those coins. I put a video out last night. This one needs a lot of work. I don't have it right there. That's my logo. But I still have to work on the settings. It's not focusing very well.
Interesting.
Come on.
Interesting thing about Red Flag. It's so dang big. They use the regular airports too.
Come on, focus.
So I used to live by McCarran, which is now Harry Reid. I used to hear it all the time.
Let's see if this works. Damn thing don't want to focus. There it goes.
Yeah, no.
You said the other day that's a like 250, 250 passes.
256 passes on that Predator, which came out great, but then when I flipped it over to burn the back side, I burned all the way through.
Yeah.
But it's slightly off center. It came out good, but now it's off center. It would probably look good as a necklace. And this side hasn't been cleaned up. I've just wire brushed it.
And you haven't had it that long either.
Yeah, I got a lot to learn. Fiber lasers is a big learning curve.
Yeah, I can imagine what I'll be investing on.
Yeah, there's a Predator right there. But if you can see, I done it. It's off center. I thought I had it centered with my red light, but it wasn't centered right. I got some adjusting to do.
Yeah. Gotta save up for that FFL now.
Anyway, it's getting there.
You're ahead of me, man.
Yeah, I got a lot to learn. In a couple of years, I'll still be learning. There's lots to learn on different settings and speeds and this, that, and other, and everything. It's that and a diode laser. They're nothing like each other.
Yeah, that was easy.
Frequencies and yeah,
very different.
So I learned a lot of stuff from Patrick, light source engraving, Jeremy, HTL customs, and he changed it to customs.
Oh, that's right. He did change it to customs. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking for a minute. Yeah, I got lots to learn, and then the internet and everywhere else. So.
I remember he changed it like 2 streams ago.
Darth Gallon, what grades do you teach?
For that contest, it's open for 9th through 12th graders, but those 2 teams I have only 9th, 10th, and 11th graders on them. So both of the teams will come back with their full rosters for next year too.
Okay. So are you also in Minnesota?
Yeah, I'm in the Twin Cities area.
Yeah, because my wife's got a sister in Minnesota, and we've been watching the last episode of Fargo. And
I know you're going to say something about Fargo. By the way, Fargo is made up. It's not real, even though it says it's real. It's all made up. A lot of it's filmed in Canada. It's a great show, but don't believe everything you see on the screen. All this stuff didn't really happen. It's all make-believe.
So what?
Thank you for the follow, Janky. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know a few people that think Fargo, oh, that's all real. It says it is. I said, no, it's not.
Did I even say real?
Huh?
Did I even say anything about it being real?
But it says
it's just a cool show. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. The season
and this season, it's got the guy that's the sheriff. He's got the guy from Mad Men. The main dude. Yes.
Anyways. See, I think I got a couple things on steel I've engraved.
It's real. It's real. It's all real. You know, it really happened.
Yeah, don't you know movies are documentaries? You know.
Okay, well then, JFK, that didn't happen. The moon landing, that didn't happen. Let's see what else.
Come on, please.
Come on, Matt. Turn your printer up a bit louder. Let's hear it groaning.
Come on, man.
We were competing. The moon landing was all fake.
Huh?
Anyway,
So
here's the PMAG.
I watched it. on a black and white.
You had a telescope out and you seen it land in 1969.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I said, "Hi guys, how you doing?"
Oh.
Well, you don't think we landed on the moon?
It's called the space race with Russia. No, it's fake.
What?
Are you serious?
What is fake?
He doesn't believe in the moon landing.
No, the moon landing was fake.
No.
All
I don't
right.
believe that.
You,
I know it
you
was
just
real.
broke Zachary's heart.
Yeah, that's twice in 1 week. Joseph Prusa, and now the moon landings.
Oh,
Everything
God.
is fake.
Yeah, they made. Anyway.
So, Jerry, you're
are
telling
not
me
real.
the Japanese lander flipped upside down? That was just
Oh no, that's
Photoshopped
real.
then, too?
Everything nowadays
Oh,
is
okay.
real. What happened in 1969 or 1968 is not real. Oh, sure. I believe in space and aliens and all that. Sure. Yeah.
Spock.
Spock also not real?
No, Spock's not real, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys.
A lot of people can't do that.
All right, Jerry, thank you so much for letting me pop on. My wife's calling. I got to take care of some things around here.
Well,
Good to
thank you,
chat with all
Estelle.
of you.
It was nice meeting you, Darth.
Yep. Hope to see you
See you
all
soon.
again later.
You're always
Take care,
welcome to
dude.
come
Thank you
back.
for thank you for your email as well.
Love seeing you.
Yep. Bye now.
Take care.
Bye.
Something is dying in there. Oh my God.
It's just like big time wrestling or the WWE. That's all staged. None of it's real. They already know.
What are you
Let's
saying
talk about
now?
something else.
Now,
Let's talk about
there's a
something
couple
else.
of things we can't talk about on this stream.
Worse
That
than
is,
that.
that's swearing, that's politics, and it's WWE wrestling not being real, Jerry.
Now you just ruined it. Everything. You're saying is professional
You
wrestling
saying
is not
Santa Claus
real?
is not real?
That's why they
Come
call
on,
it
Jerry.
professional.
I know you're all Hulk fan. I know it. The real Steve
broke John's
Austin.
heart.
So
Speaking of the real, how about the real Steve Austin?
Big boys playing really rough. Got to be specially trained so they don't kill each other or hurt each other. Which
Sam,
still
which
happens.
artillery did you get?
I got this one.
You got this one. Okay, that's good.
The X4 Plus.
Oh, same as me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't want this one. I wanted the bigger one. You know, like the Congro,
That
but
doesn't
not
moan.
as noisy.
Yeah, that doesn't moan. We don't know what Matt's doing to it.
Doesn't
We
come with
do not know. Exactly.
Doesn't come with
The
cow
words
sound.
right out of my mouth here. We do not know what Matt is doing to that printer and why it's moaning so gloriously at the moment.
And Matt's always had a smile on his face when you hear it moan. I don't know why.
No, I like this.
It's
Louise is
just a
just chiming
coincidence. I don't
straight in.
know.
Louise is just chiming
Okay.
straight in. Lucky we have tolerant neighbors.
I got a question. Okay, if white cows, that's vanilla milk or regular milk. Brown cows, that's chocolate milk. What's Matt's printer doing? What kind of milk?
Well, it's coming from a male.
Red, it's whining.
on, guys.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a joke over here in the States
Sure, it's a
about,
little
you know,
bit loud right now,
brown
but
cow.
I'm pushing it to the limits.
Pushing it to the limits. It's doing about 50 millimeters per second, Matt.
To the
No,
limit one more time.
No, it's going faster than that.
That
Go on,
clip on it.
show
You
us
will
again,
really crank that thing
Show us
up.
again. Show us how quick it is now. Go on.
No, not comment. No comment.
No comment.
Well, it's got a clip where you should be able to change the speed on the fly, but it'll mess the print up.
Yeah, but I can't change anything now. So
Molasses.
I wouldn't. You know, as far along
If
as
I-
you are
It's nut
already, I
milk.
wouldn't
It's
do
nut milk.
nothing.
if I change now, I will have lines in the print.
Ah, that'd be all right. It'd be well worth it just for this stream.
Yeah,
Think of it
5D
like when you
print.
put your back out on that last stream. I was going to make a meme of that.
You're still gonna think it. You're still thinking about it, aren't you?
Stephen Poole redeemed Chucky Laugh for 10,000 biddies.
All
or
right, I
points
have to speak
over
up.
on Twitch.
My wife tells me to.
What do
What's
you
wrong,
need
Matt?
to do?
You need to speak up for yourself. Your wife told you to. What did you say?
Yeah. What was that?
It's in between the groans of the printer that Matt's allowed to speak.
Chewbacca. Let's call the
You
prince
guys are
Chewbacca.
evil.
What? After the
No.
things you said to me this
You're mean
week?
to me.
How very dare you?
Oh, I love you guys.
Ah, dear.
It's not a bad build volume, 300, 300, 400, but
No, I didn't think the build was that bad. I thought that was okay. It's really heavy though. It's like 18 kilos.
yeah, yeah. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the smaller one?
Yeah, yeah. It's a hench dude. It's a bit like WWE wrestling.
Yeah.
18 kilos. What's that, about 85, 90 pounds?
No,
Converted?
well, maybe.
How much is a kilo? About 4 pounds?
No, isn't it about 3?
2 pound, 2.2.
Oh, 2.2. Okay, so it's about what? So 18 times 2. 36 pounds. That's it?
Yeah, we're talking with
about
weekly
38
seals.
For a small 3D printer though, I mean, you know, a bit
Oh,
like
small?
wrestling. I mean, I guess that benchy is fake. So that's a bit like wrestling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Money.
It definitely had some shortcuts in it. I mean, typically you do some of these manufacturers do shortcuts, but that was the very obvious on that one. So,
Is that going in?
What?
Is that going in?
That's going in.
Good.
500, 500, 500.
Make it a dream noise. The Congro.
So did we get to the bottom? Is it Pom Wheels that's on that thing?
On what?
On the Comgro.
Should be linear rails.
I see Kenny's massaging himself.
Do people still use wheels nowadays on printers?
Yeah. I mean, even the A1 has Pom Wheels on the
on the artillery.
right.
That one's 300, 300, 400.
Oh.
Linear rails on the X and Y. Palm wheels on the Z.
On the Z.
My original CR10s were 334, and that's the perfect size, actually.
You can't hear that, can you?
No.
Okay.
You hear you moaning a little bit when you do it.
I'm not moaning.
It's a
What did I tell you
competition.
the other day about my shoulder blade, dude? Remember?
It's a competition between Kenny and Matt. Whoever has the biggest smile.
Yeah.
No, man, my shoulder blade's been killing me lately.
Man, you
Ladies
might-
and gentlemen, we got Dan DB3D popping in.
You might-
Hey.
you
Oh,
might
he's
know.
wrong.
Yeah, another noisy printer.
It's tripod.
It's on the wrong camera, guys. Give me a second to.
The tripod printer.
Yeah, it's on the tripod printer, but it's
Watch
not.
your eyes. He's going to change cameras.
There we go.
All right.
There's tripod anyway, but give me a second. I'll flip cameras for you guys.
I was
That
gonna
does
say
not-
Tripod on the build plate?
That was a tripod printer.
that's
Yeah.
what's that full son I give Dan?
PSR. Okay.
Let's see. Yep, that's the one. There we go.
There he is.
Look
There
at
we
that.
go.
What a sweet looking dude.
Yeah, he's feeling kind of scruffy and rough today. So thank you, Sam. However,
That's okay.
Mrs. Sam did not like that comment. She got a little. Oops.
Oh boy.
Sam told me happy birthday on Facebook, and I believe he called me lover, if I remember correctly. And my wife was like, "Lover, excuse me."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, my friend, what happens at Murph stays at Murph. You know that's the pro code, right?
Exactly. Not only that, though, but the nice thing for me is you both go by Sam, so it makes my life real easy. I don't have to remember a new name.
I got it. You know, and there's a lot of moaning that's going on this stream tonight. So, you know, whatever name you decide to moan, it's going to be cool with us.
Yeah, I just never seen so many bipeds complain about their bodies so much. Oh, I'm hurting here and there. Oh my gosh, you guys just
I've never introduced tripod before and called him a one-legged dude. If that made you mad, I apologize, but I thought you'd find it was funny, so I just ran with it. Because you're always doing it for yourself all the time, so I figured why not.
Have you ever seen when myself and Sam are at stores and stuff? No.
Yeah.
The funniest is got to be.
Pictures.
Honestly,
How do you push a shopping cart? Have you ever pushed a cart? You push it and hop, or how do you push a
shopping cart? Tripod just made me feel guilty.
Well, it's okay, Kenny. No one wants to see a vibrator on the string. I'm sorry.
That's a sport
being used by a dude.
That's a
okay.
Vibrator. That's not.
Okay, I get it.
Get your money out of the gutter.
It's a more aggressive one. It's got a sport mode. That's even worse.
What you do in your private time, do not take it public, please.
Hey, Matt. At least we're not hearing the groaning anymore. Okay.
The moaning.
The groaning.
That's Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca. Chewbacca print.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, just so you know, annually I do go to an Old Farts picnic out in California, and that's the name of our picnic, the Balloon Old Farts Picnic.
I love that
there. Huh? Oh, there's a couple people from our hometown don't like it, but the creator of the picnic, he said the name sticks, and this will be our 15th year coming up.
Doggy Cam.
Yeah.
Right at the same time as that thing in Colorado that you guys go to. Yeah, it's the same damn weekend.
Rocky Mountain Rep.
So I'll be in California.
Yeah. You're going to be at the Old Farts Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'll be in California that weekend.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I'm hearing a lot,
and again,
I'm hearing a lot of good vibes
I don't
about
know if
that
you know,
event.
Sam. Did you hear that? Because I've said this to a few people. Did I ever tell you that I did go to school with Weird Al? Or
did you went to school with? Oh, you went to school with Weird Al. I think I did hear that once. Yeah.
All right.
How was that? Was it weird?
It's just my laying claim to fame, you know.
Is it a bit like, oh, there's John Tripod, he's got one leg? Like,
one thing about him though, and I'm not trying to talk shit about him. Stuff about him. But one thing I don't like, I do got another friend here in town that drives for pods. He called up Weird one day to see if he would sing for his grandkid's birthday, and Al turned it down. That I don't like.
No, because I suspect he's
because
busy.
I mean, the guy used to bowl with Weird Al, my friend.
Well, maybe he was busy that day or something, or he could have taped it. Maybe done a video.
He could have taped it, but it's just that leaves a bad taste. It's like, man, you forget where you came from.
Well, you never know. Somebody might have something going on. I
try not to be pretty busy being weird.
You can do it with AI.
Yeah, you can. There's a lot you can do with AI now.
Oh, has anybody watched the Osbournes podcast on YouTube?
I used to watch them on TV a long time ago, but not recently.
Well, now they got you. Anyways, Jack is showing Ozzy a Shania Twain version.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, he shows. So basically, there's an AI program, and it's Ozzy Osbourne's AI voice singing the Shania Twain song, right? Yeah.
Where can I watch this at? Where's this show at?
You can find it on YouTube now. Right?
The Osbourne, the Osbourne.
On YouTube, okay.
Yeah.
I live on YouTube pretty much. I wake up with YouTube and on it all day long, and
Yeah. You had one of the guys on there that was a guitar player for Billy Idol.
You know, somebody I haven't seen on YouTube in a while. Somebody I haven't seen on YouTube in a couple months is that guy right there in the middle of the screen, Sam Prentice. He used to have videos all the time on YouTube. I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, they're in edit. They're all being edited.
Mm-hmm.
So you still put out a bunch of them.
I did. I put a lot of shorts out. I've really got to fix that printer.
Hey, you gotta be careful with your shorts out on YouTube.
I know.
Hey, Sam.
Especially with Zachary looking for them.
I don't think you want to do this, but in one of your videos, you could say, hey, if you'd like to talk to me sometime, I'm on the Jerry Show every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. If you want to come hang out, you don't have to, but that'd be cool.
I'll do that on my next video.
That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah. I'll say it's sponsored by the Jerry Stream. Jerry.
I've been waiting for some maker out there that's talking about Polymaker Filament or doing a video or review on their stream or their video that might say, hey, and look at what this guy did. Check out this 7-foot alien, but I haven't seen it pop up in anybody's video yet. Hello.
On YouTube. My nephew's son.
Hello, how you doing? The whole world is watching you right now. Everybody on the whole planet can see you.
World.
That's cool.
That's cool. I'll be right down.
7 billion people watching you now. What are you gonna do next?
Yeah, look. That's what I made.
Bad boys, bad
I
boys.
still got to put the other wheels on there here.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah, if I had the money, I'd sponsor everybody and everything. I like promoting people, and and then hopefully get promoted at the same time.
By
So
the
what
way,
are you gonna call yourself? Jerry
What
B?
is it doing to others? Do you want done to you or something like that?
Slot machines on basement.
you hear America's Most Wanted's coming back? Can you believe
Yeah, I
that?
hear that he's gonna have his son on there. He's getting pretty old.
Yeah, I
I see
know.
that. America's
Like,
Most
what's-
Wanted put a lot of people in prison. That was a great show. It was done a
I
lot
mean,
of good.
What's next? Cops?
Cops. I used to love watching Cops, then got it pulled off the air because of a lot of stuff going on. So, but anyway. Right now, I watch a lot of California chase videos. People running from the cops, and they spend all that money and all those vehicles chasing them for an hour and putting the public at risk. They don't pit them right away or take them out. They just follow them, blowing red lights, and it's just crazy.
That's one thing about when I go back out there. It's scary to drive out there now.
I see chase videos back east on the highway, and they'll pit you at any. I don't care how fast you're going. You're doing 70 or 80, they're going to pit you. They're going to roll you. They're stopping you now. It's pretty amazing to watch the different parts
Some
of
of
the
the
country.
older freeways in California, they have some of the shortest on ramps. You got to get your ass out there.
Darth Gallon says, "Hey, Dan."
Hey, Darth. It's good to see you, sir. Sorry I missed you. I
backing
was
up?
lurking.
Hey, Dan, what printer is that?
This is the Rook.
Rook.
Yeah, it's a kit printer. I got everything basically from Fabrico, and originally I talked to Hector at Murph last year, and he sent me out the frame, and then I printed all the parts, but then I needed all the mechanics and everything for it, and I figured rather than sourcing the parts, they sell a Rook, which is a variation. The original version of this is called the Rook, which has 4 leads, 4 linear rail or linear rods, and then the printer is basically built off the 4 linear rods. Well, for the 2020, obviously it uses a 2020 extrusion, and with a 2020 extrusion, you only need the 2 for the bed to ride on. It's basically a Voron V0.2 build volume, the 120, 125, if you can squeeze it, but
small.
about 120, 120. And I'm getting about 120, 121, 124, somewhere in there is my Z height.
Sounds like a backup horn.
Yeah, who's beeping?
It's probably my printer because I'm using a different mic than I usually do. So if you're hearing it occasionally, it's this thing making the quick whips back and forth because it's going up to 210 millimeters a second on the straights.
That sounds like a backup horn.
No, it's a beep.
Beep.
No, it's this thing. Every time it's hitting a straight, watch it move and listen for the beep.
Yeah, on the X.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah, it's this thing. I'll have to see if the background noise canceling is on. I'm using a different mic. I'm using this thing now because for my streams, everybody was like, it sounded better than the wireless one. But I think
one of
it's,
the mics I've got as well has got this really annoying beep. Don't know if you can hear it.
I'll be back. Let me go say hi to these folks that just came in.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I mean, that's annoying than Matt's mic.
Dan, are you deaf?
No, why?
We've got 39 people watching. We got 29 on YouTube and 10 on Twitch. We've got a raid coming in. on Twitch.
Let's see if I put the microphone over here, if it's any
Wow,
quiet.
Chaos Cluster just raided with 89 people on Twitch. Hello and welcome, everybody. I am Jerry with 3DHP. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I'm all about 3D printing, and we talk about lasers and food and resin printing and a little bit of anything and everything. And yes, I have a 7-foot alien right there behind me that I 3D printed. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, guys. Please consider following. I'm trying to grow my YouTube, my Twitch channel. Subscribe, follow, share. I really appreciate it. And we got many.
Sorry there, Jerry. We got a truck backing up over here.
Yeah.
Is it still coming in? I wasn't sure if it was still coming through or not because I
Yeah.
found out
It's full of bamboo printers for everybody. You get a printer. You get a printer. You get a printer.
All right, you gotta make some dinner so you guys have fun.
Love you, John.
Love you too, there, Sammy.
See you soon.
Yep. So I mean, keep those smiley faces going with moaning printers and 40 penetrating vibrating things.
Okay.
Take care, John. You have an awesome day, my friend.
Yep. Bye.
Keep the videos coming.
Yep.
Bye.
You know, all the people that rated in isn't showing up on StreamYard. That's strange. Twitch says I got 75 people viewing, but on StreamYard it says I've got 10 on Twitch. So the numbers are not right here. They're not adding up right. But everybody watching just dropped in. We've got the real Sam Prentice right here, and he just done some really cool lighting overhead. He does droids. He does all kinds of great videos, and he's a great content creator.
Oh, and you don't say Chaos Tracker, you say Chaos Drucker. That's
okay. I'm sorry. I say Chaos Drucker because I can't pronounce it properly.
Yeah, it's a U, Drucker.
Okay.
That's basically English, the German version for printer.
I watch his stream a lot, but I can't. Unless he talks in English, I don't understand him. So I can visually see what's going on. But thank you very much for the raid. It's very cool.
So Matt, what is German for cow?
Thank you, Darth Gallon. Need to do a little putty work on it and some priming and painting one of these days. I'm trying to figure out where to put it in here. I want to rearrange my hobby room and move the computer, but I'm trying to figure out where do I put what. I don't have any room, but I don't know. Here's some more pictures of Alien if you guys haven't seen it. That's a picture of me holding my cell phone up, standing near my kitchen into the room. But yeah, it's big. God forbid it ever fall over. I'll probably cry.
You think?
You can imagine what would happen.
All that sanding and all that gluing and
yeah, a lot of work, a lot of hours. Here's a picture of my two girls right here. No matter where I'm at, they're always, well, actually, the black one, Nikita, is always under my feet, and Sandy, the brown and white, is always outside looking around, waiting for a cat to come into the yard.
Poor cat.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I got a female that's carrying. Anyways.
Yeah, if I had the money, my house is 1,700 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. The bedrooms are very small. I have basically 2 living rooms, and my hobby room is one of the living rooms. And then I took my patio that's enclosed under the house, put a wall up, and that's my resin and my laser room. And then I got 2 patio covers outside, they're like 10 by 20. One outside of my garage I built on a concrete slab, and one up the back here. And they used to have shingles on them, but it leaked so bad where the house met the patio cover that I eventually made the pergola. In other words, I stripped everything off and just put 2x2s up there, 2x4s. What they weren't 2x4s. Yeah, 2x2s. And I stained it and put them up there, and sun will beam down through it. if I was to ever put a regular roof back on it, that I can enclose it and I can extend my hobby room. But that I don't want to have to do that. We currently have, okay, now it's registering correctly. We have 60 people on Twitch watching and 26 on YouTube, a total of 86 people. That is amazing. That's completely amazing.
I'm going to bounce.
You got to bounce?
Yep, I've got to take the dog out. She's just burst in the room, and yeah, she needs to go out. So I'm going to run. Nice to see you all. Take care.
Take care. Have a great day, my friend.
Keep safe. Watch out. Don't lift anything too heavy, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Can't wait to see the next video. Take care.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Later, Sam.
That was nice him stopping in. It's been about a month since he's been on.
Yeah. Like I said, he had this hunting accident, so.
Let me share out a link if anybody wants to drop in.
I'll be right back. I got to open the door, let the dog go run and do his thing. So I'm going to just mute myself for a second.
All right. Yeah, I put a doggy door in, so I don't have to let the dogs out. They can let themselves in and out.
Oh, that's very handy.
Yeah, it's plaid rubber. It's magnetic, so it doesn't blow. The wind won't blow it open.
Ooh, that's even more handier.
Then if any unwanted guests ever try to squeeze through it, either if the dogs will take care of them or I will.
With a baseball bat?
No, I wouldn't use a baseball bat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shotgun?
No.
Okay.
Something else.
So I'm going to run another flow test. This one was getting up to about 200 millimeters a second on its move when it started to kind of go. So I'm going to rerun it again with just a smaller value or a smaller window. I started at 20 millimeters, volumetric flow of 20 millimeters to 50 millimeters. And like I said, when my speed was getting up to about 200 millimeters a second in move speed, that's when it started to kind of tear apart there a little bit. And you can see in the back, it started on that loop there on that corner, started kind of getting a gap. So I'm going to run another one. And this time I started at 30 and I'm going to end at 40 on the volumetric flow. So we'll see how that does.
Well, I'm going to stream for another 20 minutes. That'll make it 4 hours. So that's usually, I usually do 3. I'll go ahead and make it 4 hours today. So another 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we get more people drop in and the conversation picks up, then I'll stay longer.
3.2 on the layer height, by the way, PC. I know you were asking, so it's running 3.2 for layer height.
And that big alien that I did is exactly like this small resin printed one. Here's the small one, resin printed. These are done on PLA. That's by Wicked 3D. And it's been primed gray. And I figured, hey, let's make one 7 foot tall. So Polymaker sponsored all the filament, took 35 rolls of filament, 3D glue, supplied all the glue, glue band supplied the software I used to cut it up with. And yeah, we done a really big alien. So I'm standing behind me, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it other than it's a centerpiece. And every time I pop into a streamer somewhere, I talk about it and I try to promote it, which helps to promote my channel. But I'm all about 3D printing. I've done hundreds and hundreds of FDM prints. I've done hundreds of resin prints. Now I just got a fiber laser. I'm getting into working on coins and making things. I have a diode laser, a small CNC in the garage. I live in Las Vegas. I'm retired, and that's kind of like who I am and what I do. So.
Yeah. PC, just to kind of let you know. Yeah, I'm using Orca Slicer, so it's the default flow rate test that's built into Orca Slicer. So I'm just using their default settings. I just change my flow rate. So,
how do you like Bamboo Studio over Orca or vice versa?
I don't use Bamboo, so I don't know.
Okay. Right.
So, but Orca and Bamboo are pretty much the same thing. The only difference is Orca usually comes out with more features, is my understanding. They come out with more features, and then whatever Bamboo likes, Bamboo pulls in for itself. So it's the same slicer. It's just one guy working on it as a project and adding to it and making it, better for I guess more for the hobbyist than anything, whereas Bamboo's looking more for what features will help in a professional setting. So they're pulling in the settings or the features that work best for people using printers in a professional manner versus the hobbyists like us, or most of us anyway, that more or less do 3D printing as something just to do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I got into 3D printing in 2017 to 3D print, make statues and models, and then here comes tinkering with a lot of printers. You know, this doesn't work, that don't work. You got to constantly tinker and fix, and a lot of people love doing that. But at some point, you get tired of it. You just want something that works. And when I got the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, it's like I say, in my opinion, it's 99% perfect. Occasionally, I have issues, but most of the time, it's perfect. So that's kind of what I think I can do.
Yeah, my issue with Bamboo is the same issue a lot of people have. It's the amount of waste when using the AMS. Other than that, if they could dial that in, fix that problem, it's an awesome machine. And if I ever was offered a Bamboo, I would definitely take one. If I ever had the money, I would buy one. But I would not get an AMS, at least not right now. When they can work on that waste issue, then yeah, I would consider it. And I know a lot of people say, well, you can get it and tweak and tune in the slicer. But the problem is, if they're going to advertise it as an out of the box experience, like get it up and running, plug it in, turn it on and go, you know, that's the only thing I see, you know.
I'll have to check that out, Montana Maker.
Nice.
Yeah, with Bamboo Lab Studio and a Bamboo Lab printer, whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. You can set that here on the counter. Take anybody that knows absolutely nothing about 3D printing, give a couple pointers on slicing, and then leave for a week, come back, and when you get back, they're going to have a whole counter full of things. Take an Ender 3 or any other printer and do the same exact thing with a different slicer, and they're going to have spaghetti, and they're not going to have anything printed when you get back a week later. So
yeah, and like I said, I understand my opinion is my opinion. It's not the opinion of everybody on this stream, and I don't want anybody on the stream, if Bamboo hears what I say and they feel it's a negative thing, I don't want it to reflect poorly on anybody else. It's my opinion alone, and it's how I see it. And it like I said, I would take one, and I would buy a Bamboo, and they just need to work on that waste issue with the AMS. And like Pete says, it looks worse than it is, but when you look at the fact that a lot of the tests that have been done, the model itself versus the amount of waste, everybody says, oh, we'll print 5 or 6 of something, and then your waste is mitigated by the amount you're printing. And yeah, that's fine. But if I don't need to print 5 or 6 of something so that my waste is offset, what's the point? I just want to print 1 of something.
Did you guys know a regular the 2D printer, they have even the CMYK, they do have like a little poop chute too, where you put your paper through. They waste a lot of fluid. So
yeah,
what's the
but
difference?
that wasn't what I was talking about, Matt. I wasn't trying to compare apples to oranges, because you're talking 2D versus 3D. Waste is waste, and everything has waste, and it's not. I wasn't, like I said, that was just a me opinion on it.
I'm going to play something here real quick. Can you hear that?
No, can't hear it, but we can see it. We can, we see the numbers.
Thing is, we can reduce it for now, but unless we have a better option between white and black, I mean, if you have first white and then black, it's fine. But then if you switch the colors around, you have to bleed a lot more white than black.
Yeah. And like I said, and I'm Pete, I understand, and I'm not debating that. All the other ones don't have the same issue. They all do. And anyone who has an AMS of any kind has an issue with that, except for a tool changer. A tool changer has the least amount of waste. There's still going to be some waste. No matter what, there's still going to be waste. Look at the old laser printers, the amount of toner that gets wasted there. I mean, there's going to be an amount of waste. It's just that, like, look at the video Jerry just showed, the amount of waste off that one vase that he printed. I mean, that was a lot of waste for one file. And that's my opinion. I'm not looking to start a war. I don't want everybody, angry. It's just my opinion. And we all have one, and we're all entitled to ours. So
okay,
I'm not.
I'm going to play that again. You should be able to hear the audio this time.
Okay.
3D HP. I forgot to weigh the poop. I done my video earlier where I printed out this bottle and a couple others from Lightspeed over on his Patreon, but I forgot to weigh the poop. Got the scale zeroed out. Dump the poop in. Try not to spill it. Oop, lost a couple. There, got them in. What do we got? 566 grams. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot the purge tower. Now we've got the purge tower. 665 grams, guys. Boy, the filament companies are going to be rooting for everybody to buy the new Bambu Labs X1 carbon because boy, does it poop. It does a beautiful job. Look at this work. If you want to see how I done this, where I done it, watch it print, check out my video. Later, guys.
Yeah, and again, Jerry, you're not pointing out anything that everybody hasn't seen in that video, and it's not a slap at Bambu. Like I said, my only issue is I don't want an AMS because of the amount of waste that it uses. And yes, again, you can tweak settings in the slicer to make things better. Eliminate some of that by doing, purge to infill and changing your purge values, but depending on the amount, what filament color it is and stuff like that. And that's fine. But me personally, I don't want one. And that's just me personally. I will still tell people, if you want an out of the box, ready to go printer, get a Bambu. If you want to do color changes, get a Bambu. They do what they do. Just understand that you are going to have a lot of waste when you do, multicolor prints. That's all I say. But for me personally, I don't want the AMS. I mean,
to each their own, I say.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. To each their own. If you want it and you understand that you're going to spend a lot of money on filament due to waste, do that. If you have that kind of money to spend that kind of money, enjoy your printer, enjoy what you're doing. I don't have that kind of money. I can't afford to waste as much filament on the print as I have getting thrown away as waste. I can't afford that, so I can't justify that. For me, it's a financial thing. I can't afford it. I can't justify it.
And CMYK color changes and lithophane I have between 6 up to 28 changes.
How many kids do you have, Dan?
7.
Go in the house and yell, "Dad needs filament, get a job."
Oh, that doesn't work because 4 of them have moved out, so they got their own bills. They don't care. And the 3 that live at home, yeah, they're not old enough to work, which sucks because I wouldn't mind if they paid some rent.
Somebody can mow the grass. Somebody can bring out the trash. Somebody can do the vacuum.
But yeah, I mean, Pete, again, you're right. A multi-tool head or a tool changer is the only way to cut down that filament waste that much. And even those, they do have waste, and it has gotten better with tool changers. The problem is tool changers are not as popular.
Your birthday was yesterday?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, my birthday was 2 days ago.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm 45, halfway to 90. Yep. So I keep telling my wife I'm halfway to 90 now.
Hey, I'll be 71 in 3 months.
Hey, you're halfway to 143 or 146. You're halfway there.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Solar calling me a young buck. He's like 6 months older than me, if that.
The days fly by, and then when you retire, they go even faster. So, and there's something you want to do it, because one of these days you're gonna look back and say, "Wow, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that."
I'm seeing a max flow rate of about 100 or about 38 right now is where it started to fail. So about 38 on the flow.
Delivery
getting up
truck's
to
back.
39.1. So
Yeah, delivery truck's here. Haven't found the curb yet. Still backing up.
Please stand clear. Please stand clear.
Yeah,
hey,
my
I'm
birthday,
stopping it now, Matt. Jeesh.
my birthday is in June.
God. PC, I can't talk about that. Right now, I can't talk about that. Let's just leave it at that. You guys can't see it. You guys don't know what it is, and I can't talk about it.
Huh?
PC asked me what the hot end was on that. I said you can't see it, and I can't talk about it. So since I can't talk about it, I can't talk about it. I mean, unless somebody's got a really good lawyer, I can't talk about it. Sorry.
So you got it. Yeah.
And
Any of you guys ever have these playa bowls?
Let me see.
What?
Playa bowls. They're called playa bowls. It's mixed fruit with this sire they call or whatever. Things are awesome.
nice.
Must be a Vac East thing.
Playa bowls.
Fire?
Playa. Playa. Playa in Spanish is beach.
Okay.
Ah. But we have, it's a chain. I'm sure there's some where you live somewhere. You just probably haven't discovered it yet. Trust me, you got to go to one of these places. And try these things.
There are a couple of Spanish stores that I do go to.
They are amazing.
Yeah, because I do get, like carne asada.
Oh, but this is basically all fruit.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? A kaya bowl?
Playa bowl, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, acai, yeah. Same thing, yeah.
All right. I'm familiar with the kaya berry.
Well, just one thing I got turned on to, that lychee, like that lychee slicer, the lychee fruit, man, that's actually good stuff.
Lychee, yeah. Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. I mean, they're a little fun to peel too.
Don't eat PLA. Okay, I won't.
What is it again?
Well, let me see who's out there that I can raid into.
ACAI.
Baker Deck, Astro Canuck, Jimmy the Bush, Science Ant Stream. Not sure what that is, but I'm following them.
Science Ants is a pretty good show.
What are they doing?
They talk about science. They're mostly a husband and wife team. They talk about mainly about ants. They talk about what is new in science. It's interesting. It's kid friendly.
I usually rate in a Maker Deck, but Astro Canuck is on right now. Probably rating a Maker Deck with 39 people. Science is cool. Yep, science is cool.
You get a shot.
What happened to the cow?
Well, I've never rated into Science Ant Stream. I've never rated into them, so I'm going to rate into them. They got 475 people watching.
Nice.
And let's rate into them, see what's going on here. They're just chatting. So, everybody on Twitch, I really appreciate all of you being here. Thank you, everybody that's following, subscribing, sharing. Thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. And let me start the raid here for everybody on Twitch.
Bye, everyone.
And I'm going to be jumping off YouTube here in a minute. I'll be back next Saturday, at 12 p.m. Pacific. Me, Matt, Kenny, and all the gang will be here. We always have somebody on different every week, and I can have up to 10 people at a time on. Okay, here goes great on Twitch. Everybody have a great week. I really appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, see everybody later.
Take care, everybody. Have a great night.
Group hug.
Later, guys.
Yeah.